All right, how's it going? Getting colder where I am. Finally had to start wearing the long sleeve shirts and jackets. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of the cold, but I'm also not a fan of the heat either. But yeah, it's getting pretty chilly. Sitting here in my hoodie. Should get a blanket. Just like get all nice and comfortable. But I don't know. How have things been over the week for you? I ask, not really expecting an answer. My week has been, I don't know, it's been very hectic for some reason. Where I live, you have to get your car inspected like every year. And in taking care of that, I discovered it wasn't registered either. You have to update your registration as well. So I had to take care of a bunch of things. And, you know, you think it'd be really easy just going someplace and taking care of it, but for some reason it became complicated because, you know, nothing. You can't just like have something happen normally. You gotta have people who make it difficult for you. Let's just say. So, yeah, wasn't a great week, but I'm ready to not worry about it. Anyway, I was before I started, I was looking at the discovery queue on Steam. I don't know why, but sometimes I like looking at it. And there's never anything in there that like really speaks out to me. Sometimes I see a game and it's like I want to remember that it exists, but I don't want it on my wish list. And I've seen a couple like that. Let me move this closer. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Let's jump into game. If I can remember how to do that. Let's see. Will this? When will this show? There it goes. It's always weird. It always like takes a second for OBS to decide that it works, and I'm always worried that it's not. Anyway, I forget if we like really learned anything. You know, excuse me. Okay, got a little hiccup or something there. Couldn't talk, which is a great start for you know a stream where we're gonna just read. Oh, you can't really read this. Cyberpunk bartender action. It's pretty bad font, I guess. I guess not font. Color. I don't know. I don't like it. Again, I like this a lot. I guess we're on day 5. I don't know if this is one of those games where it's like gonna matter having multiple saves or not. I know a lot of visual novel games let you do that. They let you have multiple saves, but ultimately it doesn't really matter. Jill wants to buy a new fan even though it's winter. Buying one will prevent her from getting too distracted. And I can use the nano camo to customize your room. Okay, so let's go ahead and buy that fan. Make it a Christmas tree. Celebrate the bastardized commercial version of an already bastardized celebration. I can see that happening. Where is this fan? Despite the noisy name, it's just a fan. Fans are good though. Really good. Alright. Just buy this. A shoulder massager. Mulan tea. Meet the staff. Listen to scrap of paper with a download code for Meet the Scraft Scribbled. A beer on discount. I mean, I'm tempted to buy some of those things. Jill bought what she wanted, and she's pleased with herself. She'll surely focus at work. Oh, there's the fan. You can see all the stuff in here. I'm just noticing. What is this? The game poster? There's her collection of stuff. Anyway, we got to read all this stuff. I don't remember if we read anything last time. A white knight just beat me up. Oh, this is the Reddit thing, which I don't like. I'm fucking crying right now. Let me tell you the story. I was going home after buying groceries at the store. I was very tired because I had to line up for hours just to buy milk. When I'm finally out of there, a group of 3 white knights stopped me and started asking for my ID. That's where I was getting confused. There's no me there. And also wanted to see my bag to check if I wasn't a scalper. And once they saw everything was in order, they asked me for a military service ID, and just, what the fuck? Why do I have that on me? And there's no enforced conscription anymore. It doesn't make sense. Because I didn't have it on me, they asked for money or else they'd plant drugs on me. I of course refused, but they'd lose their patience, and one of them hit me right in my temple with a gun. I was bleeding like crazy on the floor, so they just took my groceries and left. I hate this place. I hate it so much. I want to leave this hellhole. So I'm so tired of this shit every fucking day. Thread's closed. Sounds. I don't know. I can see it happening. We have this military service ID thing. There's no enforced conscription. It's funny because like several years ago, I was asked for my draft card. I think when I was applying for a job, and it's like I don't think that the draft was enforced for a long time. Also, we haven't. This is at a point in time where there wasn't really. I'm not gonna say there wasn't any wars, because of course there was wars, but there wasn't anything like. I don't know. It was before 9/11 and all that. Before America went and attacked the Middle East, or vice versa, whatever. I guess Vietnam was like the biggest thing that I knew about when I was growing up. And even then, I wasn't really sure what Vietnam was all about. It's just something that appeared on TV shows every once in a while. But yeah, it was weird because they asked for my draft card and they didn't like that. I didn't have it. Also, the person who asked me for it was very old. He might not have been that old, but he had like gray hair, white hair, and later, he spoke to my mom because I was applying. I was applying for the post office, is what it was, and my mom worked at the post office. And to be honest, I didn't want to work at the post office, but my dad wanted me to apply there, and I didn't have a job, so it's like, fine, I'll apply, whatever. But yeah, they didn't hire me, which I was okay with. As stated, I did not want to work at the post office. Mostly because my mom worked there. I didn't want to work at the same place my mom worked. I didn't want to work at the same place my dad worked either. But I was told I wasn't hired because I needed to work at a hardware store. This is what I was told she was told. I needed to work at a hardware store to gain experience. But I don't follow that logic. I was applying at a post office to be a mail carrier. How does working at a hardware store equate to that, or really any experience? And if it's just to have a job, I had worked at a pizza place and I'd worked retail before that, so I don't particularly know what experience I was expected to do. I think they just didn't want to hire me. But again, that's fine with me. Did anyone see last night's escapade? She was at the Valhalla bar. It's alright. Bartender was a cutie. But man, she's full of herself. I'm going next week and ask for her date. We all know you won't. Pretty sure nobody here. Sounds shitty when they put it that way. Pretty sure nobody here has the guts to ask someone out. She's still sleeping. Bartender has been telling everyone they need to be careful with their words. I wonder if there's illegal activity going on there. Why would you need to be careful with what you say? Because you're broadcasting it to everybody. I mean, there's plenty of stuff I probably wouldn't want to say. At least she's sleeping now. Last time I saw her taking some rest was about a week. I forgot that they... Yeah, I've been lucky to never have that kind of problem with the White Knights, I guess. Apollo Bank is getting attacked. Oh yeah, we heard about this. No one's reporting on it. Considering the nature of their threats, it's clear that Quincy doesn't want to take the blame. Looks like someone's inside the bank with a huge bomb threatening to blow up the building. Quincy to Quint, and the White Knights disbanded. Wow, that sounds like a comment somebody would leave. Just wow. No, excuse me. No content, just like wow. And it gets like 35 upvotes, and then like somebody here like is posting like actual information, and they get like 2 upvotes. That's my experience on Reddit. If you post a meme answer that everybody's seen, like in every single other thread, you get your upvotes. It's like it's Reddit. Who gives a fuck? Wouldn't be surprised. Let's wait for more info. This site is closed. What else we got? Alarms raised. Apollo Trust. Oh yeah, I'm kind of interested in this. Hijacked screens at downtown Casanova announced what seems to be a terrorist threat aimed at the Apollo Trust Bank. As she hopes say is alright, which is that blue-haired White Knight? Or she's not a White Knight? I forget if she is or not. Currently, unidentified bombers already inside the building. White Knight's counterterrorism unit responded to the threat immediately. The bank was then locked down by an external network attack. Might be dealing with a dual threat here. The bank has been sealed shut using its own disaster prevention system. However, none of the terminals at the bank were working at the time. The building is basically sealed at this point. The hostages are trapped. Great. The augmented eye is being attacked. We have obligation to disclose that recent articles on Alice Rabbit were vandalized by who we think is Alice Rabbit themselves, or a very good impersonator. Yeah, I mean, all your information is already stolen anyway. If you're on the internet. Pollution to reach historic levels next year. I mean, yeah, just keeps getting worse and worse. Even though most countries in the world have adapted their economies to solve the ongoing problem of climate change. Climate? Why did I say it like that? Glitch City still relies on ancient technologies in order to keep costs low with profits high. As a result of this backwards policy, it seems as though we'll be experiencing a huge increase in air pollution next year. Our contamination levels will force the whole population to move away from a lot of areas within the city. Soil is dying at an alarming pace. Having to buy special raincoats and umbrellas does suck, but experts say you better get used to it. Okay. Alright, we got the nano camo. Mascot. Camo Tan is our mascot. She's designed by a veteran character designer from Sukuban Games. Musashi Battleship. Tactical fashion and peach cake. I'll worry about that some other time. Alright, that's just the music. I think this is the... Okay, whatever. Let's just go to work. December 17th. We're getting close to the actual... Well, I guess we're not getting close. We're getting close to the stuff in the game. Good evening. I didn't expect you today. I was waiting for you to call it and say you wouldn't be coming or something. Things at the Apollo Bank are getting ugly, so that means more people will be looking for a drink. You can take a break, you know. You're quite the hard worker. And the streets are not exactly safe right now. They've never been when you get down to it. And besides, can't afford not to come with the bar closing soon. Wonder if any bar has used impending closure as a means of getting their employees to work. Seems like the total opposite would happen. Not to mention, I get bored out of my brains in my apartment, so I'd rather come here anyway. What did you say? Nothing important. Gil isn't back yet? Nope. Wouldn't worry too much about him, though. You say so. That girl's still here? She was sleeping so peacefully, felt bad about waking her up. So would you mind doing that for me? Actually, yes, I mind. But you're the boss. It's kind of my fault she's here in the first place. Sleep another hour. We'll have to start charging you a motel fee. All this stuff again. The shoddy downtown bar. See, all my gear is in place. How do I Denko? What's that? And neither my pants nor my panties, shirt, or bra have been displaced. It's the flat bartender. There's I've said before, there's like a lot of sex talk in this game. More than I expect. Oh, she's got the whatever different colored eyes thing too. Which I am not a fan of in general, but I just now noticed it, so it's like whatever. I don't know why I don't like it. I guess it's like a symmetry thing, but I don't necessarily mind if like their clothes are different. I do kind of mind, like, I've seen it in a lot of VTubers, but they'll have like one long sock on and one tiny sock on. I don't like that. That's weird. I also so yeah. I guess it's symmetry. I like my people to be symmetrical. It's the best night or day of sleep I've had in quite some time. Sorry for all the trouble I may have caused you today or last night. Don't worry. You're so nice, a flat bartender. Premium time win. Thanks for taking care of me, bye. Well, she just leaves. String Chan is back in action with her batteries reloaded. The moon burns. I feel like I've just unleashed something terrible onto the world. Not that bad. What's this bottle? The client gave it to me yesterday. Gift of sorts, I'm guessing. Yeah, cool. Some sort of rum. Rum? Nice. Let me just serve you a bit of it? Sure. Go to the bottled drinks tab and dag it onto the shaka before mixing. Rum. Alright. I'm gonna enjoy this in my office. Thanks. Drinking on the job. Not supposed to do that. Pretty sure. Like, even at a bar, I think you're not supposed to do that. But I guess it's just like one little thing. Star pieces in the dark. Let's move that up there. I don't remember what most of these are, so let's just switch them out here. Time to serve, mix, and change lives. Is that? Yeah, that's not how it goes. It feels lonely without Gil here. Just hope the restlessness in the streets doesn't lead to dangerous or weird types coming in here. I'm hoping this isn't a game that like gets like very sad at the end, but it probably will be. Oh, here's a brain in a jar. Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? I'll have a blue fairy. Don't make a joke about becoming real. On it. B for blue fairy. It says it needs optional stuff, but I don't think we need to worry about that. We'll just age it and mix it and serve it. Here you go. Nice, yeah, this is the thing. So, how are you gonna... Oh, you can grab stuff. I should have figured as much. You can drink stuff and eat. I have the same system Lilum do. Can I ask you something, Miss Taylor? Just Taylor. Yes, a cutie like you can ask me anything. Okay. Okay, Taylor. You have to be the first person I've met that didn't go, okay, just Taylor. Yeah, it's too easy of a joke. If it's something you think of in like the first 2 seconds, everybody's thought of it. You are a brain in a jar, right? I'm sure not a hologram of that, I'm sure. Yep, I'm a bona fide human brain in a jar. So, how? Why? What, does my handsomeness make you speechless? You're not something a girl sees every day. That's saying quite a bit in these parts. Fear not, for I have a speech prepared in these situations. Speech, okay. Seeing one of the 5 great living bottled brains of the world. We are brains living in conditions that allow us to exist as any other humanoid creature. All while computers in our jars scan our activities. In a slow but steady manner, we are helping the world understand the inner workings of nature's most complex computer. I'm guessing you prepared that after being asked the same question too many times, huh? Not out of exasperation or anything like that, mind you. I just wanted to have something thoughtful prepared. Look, I even have a couple pamphlets with me. Want one? Sure. Yeah, I'd take one. I'd take that. What brings one of our world's 5 brains in jars to this place, though? No, I'm from around here, actually. Just wanted to take a walk for the first time in quite a bit of time when there's a descent on the streets and everything's dangerous. Have you come here before? Sadly, no. Otherwise, I remember a cute face like yours. Speaking of which, can I have your name? It's Jill. Jill, that's a really cute name. Would you date a brain in a jar? I feel like I could. Yeah, say, weren't you scared of going outside today? What with the commotion around and all? Didn't stop you from coming here either, did it? Yeah, you're right. It's gonna take more than cryptic but ominous news to stop me. Awfully energetic. Did you know that? Sorry, does that bother you? No, not at all. Just figured a brain in a jar wouldn't be so happy. While I was alive, my body got to a point where there wasn't much I could do. This new state of existence allows me to accomplish more than I ever could before. Plus, I'm doing something that'll help people in the long run. Wouldn't you be happy? Yeah, I wonder too. You want to make me happy, Jill? Depends. Don't worry, just give me a beer. I'll make you happy. I bought a beer. Another bee drink. Again, it's always bee drinks. 2 of that. 1 of that. 2 Flanner Guide. And then 4 of these. And it's just mixed. There you go. Here, a beer. No matter what happens, beer's always good. I disagree. Beer's I'm not a fan of alcohol, which is I feel like an anomaly anymore. I don't do alcohol usually. I mean, I've had some. It's been fine. I don't do drugs. I've been around marijuana a lot when I was in high school, but I never really did it. I don't know. I just never had the desire to like do drugs or drink alcohol, for the most part. It's interesting though. Just yesterday I was talking to a client about brain uploads. You were? Yeah. We were talking about how even if you upload your brain, you'd still be here. Thought about that too. Do you think the you in the cybernetic environment would feel like she was indeed transferred? Like, would she remember everything? Like, waking up someplace else and so on? See, that's what I don't like. Like, if I woke up tomorrow and I was, like, inside a computer, I would probably not like it. Although, I guess it wouldn't be just, like, you just appear in there. Because you would probably know that you were doing it. But at the same time, it's like, you'd be at that point where, like, okay, I think I'm going to do it. And then you're just there. I know that's Soma. It's spoilers for that game, but yeah, it's an interesting thought, and one that I don't think I would like. I was actually thinking earlier about being able to transfer someone's brain into a Lilum. One of the brains is being used in such an experiment. Actually, they can make a functional Lilum. Unfortunately, the wiring and other stuff makes it look more creepy than anything. They aren't transferring his identity or anything, just wiring him to a body. Oh, you think someone would rather do that than flit around exposed in a jar? Have to admit, the whole brain thing does look creepy. A little bit. But the body I'm telling you about is just uncanny looking. I could see that being the case as well. Speaking of uncanny, how did you feel when you first saw yourself like this for the first time? Yes, that's what I'm interested in. It's quite a shock, actually. Didn't last too long, though. I never was too attached to my body. Later in my life, that was almost literal. You know what the downside to this body is? I can't get drunk. If you want to call that a downside. If you wanted to drink alcohol for the taste, there are many alternatives. I agree with that too. It's like, alcohol is not a tasty thing. I mean, you can like make mixed drinks and stuff. Yeah, drunkenness is part of the whole experience, which is what I was, which I understand. When I was young, I basically said I didn't want to drink because I didn't like the taste of it, and somebody told me, yeah, you don't drink for the taste of it, but then they went on to say, you don't drink coffee because you like the taste of it. And yeah, I do. I drink coffee because I love the taste of it. So his analogy was incorrect, but the point of it, I think, was. A lot of them can get drunk with no problem. Yeah, but in their case, their brain's a computer attached to their body. Getting drunk causes their brains to reduce the input speed to their bodies. Depending on the model, their drunk subroutine might throw in a different behavioral cycle even. It's hard to get drunk when the whole point of your being in a jar is figuring out exactly how you work. But I mean, I think throwing in something like that might be helpful as well, because not everything goes smoothly. It's why they put seat belts and airbags in cars, because if cars just went and everything was fine, you wouldn't need all these precautions. So, you know, when they crash, they saw what happened and they put in these things to help prevent that. So yeah, maybe getting drunk and having that happen will help them figure that out too. Something like that. Kinda right. Hey Jill. Alma. I don't remember this person. Just Alma. Where's the courtesy one would expect from a plebeian bar staff? Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? Happy. Not when you put it that way. Why, hello there, beautiful. Whoa! Whoa! Hurt my feelings with that, darling. Sorry, you don't see a talking disembodied brains every day. I mean, I'd probably be worried about that too. I mean, I did work a summer in Lilla maintenance, but even then, those were talking heads. I mean, I was thinking about this today. I read something about a person who had like a like some kind of scar on their face, and like it went like down their head and like across their face and like into their cheek or something, and it was like, you know, like a very noticeable scar. And they were like on a plane or something, and people somebody got upset at them because it looked weird. A brain in a jar obviously looks weird, but I mean, if you're just like a normal person, you know, and you're having like a normal conversation, then I don't think it should be a problem. I mean, on the one hand, it's like, yeah, you kind of want to know, why are you a brain in the jar? Why do you have that scar on your face? But on the other hand, you don't really need to know if they're just a normal person. And you might look at them and say, oh, well, it's not normal that you're a brain in the jar. But it is normal because they're a brain in a jar. That's how they act every day. So, you know, you might not be used to it, and I think that's fine. But don't be like, whoa. I mean, they're being a brain in a jar is probably a little bit different than having like a scar on your face, but yeah, don't worry about it. At least you're not running or fainting. I mean, yeah, that would be the bad thing. Your name is Alma, right? I'm Taylor. Nice to meet you, Taylor. Say, Alma, can I buy you a drink? Sorry, I only date people who are at least 50% organic and have at least one face. I know just what to strive for then. Just kidding. It'd make me happy to make you happy by buying you a drink. Does that bother you? Guess if Jill's the bartender, I don't have a problem with that. I'll pay for your next drink then. What will you have? I'll have a Cobalt Velvet. That does not start with B. I'm fine, actually. Okay. Gonna have me drink alone? I don't want to drink that much. Cobalt Velvet. Okay, on the rocks and mixed. So 2 Adelhyde, 3 Fanger, and 5 Cabbage. Rocks mixed. Cobalt Volt. your drink. I hope you enjoy it. You know, you've been nicer to me these past minutes than at least 3 guys have been in the last year. Judging from the way you two talk, I'm guessing you've been a client here for a while now, right? Only for about half a year or so, if memory serves right. Really? I don't think it's been longer. Feels like it's been longer. Shut up. You love me and you know it. So you just started coming here and that was it? Well, first time I came here, the other guy, speaking of which, where's Pablo? Gillian. John? Archimedes. Adventuring or something. He seems like somebody who's going to have like some big story beat. Drink my water. My brain juice. My brain jar juice. Yeah, would you like drain the water for the for the brain jar and like would you drink that? Would you drink brain juice? Literal brain juice? Anyway, the other guy served me the first time I came here. Nothing unusual there. The next time I showed up, Jill here was the one serving, and I don't know. I feel like she just kind of gets me. There's this chemistry. We click. We click, she says. The fact that I feel more chemistry with her than with many other people is kind of sad, though. It's always good to see a nice friendship. Sadly, it's getting late, and I've got to go. Leave you two lovely ladies alone. See ya. Bye! Please come again. Taylor sure was nice. A bit weird at first, though. Apparently 1 of 5 brains is being studied by scientists or something. There's a summary of it in this pamphlet. Let's see. Oh yeah, I've heard of them before. Can't believe I actually met one. Say, Alma, how many people are there in your family? Just curious. Aside from my mom and dad, we're 4 sisters and 1 brother. Funnily enough, we all have names that start with the first 5 letters of the alphabet. I am 1 of 5 children, and all of our names start with J, so I don't know. So you're the oldest one. No, I'm actually the middle kid. You're the middle kid, but your name starts with an A. Don't think too much about it. I mean, I can see that happening. Your first kid starts with B, and then you have a C, and then you're like, third one can start with A, and then you do D and E. Yeah. My sister Carlotta is the eldest one. Yeah. Oh, Diana just before me. Then comes Eva, and the bottom line is Bella. And this one is Bernardo. You've never been alone, I'm guessing. Can't complain about that, I guess. Helps that we were never 5 in the same house. I mean, that's also how it was with my family. There was never 5. Never all 5 of us living in the same house. Never lived with my oldest sister. She was always with her mom. My older siblings have a different mom than me and my younger sister. But yeah, it was me and my 2 older brothers at one point, and then my oldest brother moved out, and then I don't know if my other brother moved out or if he was like still around when my younger sister was born. But yeah, it was like 3 at most for us. Of course, my 3 oldest siblings, they lived together for a while, but yeah, when I don't know how my 2 older brothers moved in with me and my dad and my mom. Well, I guess our dad and my mom, when my oldest sister stayed with her mom. But some of the stories that I hear, which I can neither confirm nor deny because I've never experienced it, kind of makes sense. By the time Evita and Bernie were born, Diana and Carlotta had already moved. Speaking of family, today I came because I needed a break from everything that's been going on with him. I guess my oldest brother was, yeah, he would have still lived with us. So, like, I have to like think about our ages. Like, I couldn't tell you when anybody was born, but I can tell you, like, if they're 10 years older than me, or 10 years younger than me. It's that kind of thing. I'm kind of like the middle. Like, so far as ages go, like, the first 3 were born pretty close together, and then me and my youngest sister were kind of farther apart. So if you want to have, like, a median age, or is it mean? Is it mean or median? Whatever, the average, I'm probably, like, the middle, even though I'm not the middle child. Vita and Bernie do. Not to mention, I visit them almost every day. I don't do that. I barely see my siblings. Anyway, my second eldest sister, Diana, just separated from her husband. It's not even been a week, but she's already got some other guy in her bed. She left her kid with her husband's parents and pretty much forgot about them. Never mind the fact they need to go to school and all that. Yeah, damn. Diana's life has always been messy, but these days she's really making it big. She wants time for herself, to live her life. She didn't think about that when she married that guy at 20. She didn't think about that when marrying a guy she had only known for like 3 months. You should take your own advice. Hey, I'd never marry someone who could catch my attention so quickly, okay? Well, she's got a finger. She's got a robot hand too, or is that just like weird glove? Sure, there's not one time when it happened. When it almost happened, but I blame the damn stadium kiss cam. I was going out with a guy my little sister introduced to me. Seems he was her friend's brother or something. We went out a couple of times and he invited me to a basketball game. Mood was nice, but then later the kiss cam focused on us. Instead of kissing me, he proposed. I almost got caught in the mood and accepted. Huh. So I take it you rejected him in the stadium on the kiss cam. We went out for like 3 weeks. I mean, yeah, absolutely. You reject that. I don't know. Maybe you wanted to get in my parents with the old sex on the wedding night line. But I, honest to God, can't understand why he thought it would be a good idea. Yeah, that's terrible thinking on their part, and yeah, you don't want to do that. I feel like if you were to propose to somebody, you wouldn't necessarily want it to be in front of like a billion people. I mean, you know, different things for different people. Of course, it might be great for some, but I feel like you want it to be a situation where they can say no, and there's like no pressure for them to say no, because that way if they say yes, then it's like great, you're in. If you're making it like an ultimatum or you know you're gonna like embarrass the hell out of them, then no, don't do that. Sounds too convoluted, you know, proposing and waiting for the wedding night just for sex. Never underestimate the lengths that man was willing to go to get you in their bed. Seen more convoluted plots over the years. Feeling tempted to ask, but I'll pass. Want anything else? What's that bottle? Oh yeah, it's just some rum a client gave to me yesterday. Gift? What did you do? Good enough service, I'm guessing. Ka-ki-ki. Interesting name. What does it mean? It's the name of the chieftain in some native tribes. You want me to serve you some of this? Pass, I don't have too many good memories where rum's involved. Give me a fringe weaver instead, will you? Okie dokie. All aged and mixed. One of these. This is like a get drunk drink. If this is the alcohol stuff, apparently this is like sweet. This is alcohol. It's like drinking alcohol with a spoonful of sugar. Yeah. Aged and mixed. Okay. Fring weaver. On Fernweaver, what kind of memories do you have with rum? Nothing you need to worry about. Alright, now's my turn to ask questions. About what? What kind of family is your family? Well, I'm an only child. My mom and dad split amicably. My mom is a violinist, so she's always away from home with the orchestra. Spent most of my time with my dad, my aunt, and my grandpa. Aside from that, I'd say my childhood was quite uneventful. Didn't you get something like your mom's artistic vein or something? Played the violin until I was around 16, I think. What made you stop? Well, no, just kind of said, that's it one day and stopped. My mom played the piano. And I had a little bit of interest in the piano, but never like took lessons or anything, or even learned how to read music. She was always you know, read the sheet music and play it type thing. Although I kind of grew to hate the piano because the piano she had was my grandmother's, I guess her mom's, and it was out of tune. It was terrible. It's still out of tune and terrible. Like, she can play all right. Like, it's not my mom's fault, but the piano just sounds like shit. So every time when I hear it, it's like meh. But you know, I never minded her playing it. It's kind of nice to some extent, just not when you're like trying to watch TV or something, and she decides she needs to play it. What about cousins or the rest of your family? I see very little of them, actually. I mean, I see very little of all of my family. I think my dad's the one I see the most. Mainly because my dad moved away from most of them. Most of my mom's family live in France to boot. Oh, that's nice. So your mom's French. Yep. You speak French. Mon Anglois est plein d'Anglais. I know that's not how you say that. I don't know French. I know fermez la bouche, which is shut your mouth or shut up. Je suis content. I know that because that was like a meme for a while, and there's a guy who had that as his username. Je suis malcontent. I'm not happy. What does that mean? Rubbish? I don't know. Can't speak French. I mean, you could have told me. You could tell me it was anything. I probably would have believed you. Did try though, but college started and I stopped taking classes. A funny thing, I actually have a cousin from my mom's side that lives close by. It'll be hard pressed to make me spot him in a crowd. Yeah, I'm related. I have many cousins. On my dad's side, my dad is one of 9 children. So, yeah, with 8 other with 8 aunts and uncles running around on just one side of the family, you can probably imagine how many cousins I have. And I could not tell you pretty much any of them. All my mom's side of the family lives here. Chances of me meeting someone I'm related to on the street are ridiculously high. Yes, exactly. But yeah, that's the primer on my family. Nothing too interesting, sadly. Your mom's a French violinist, and you call that uninteresting. Wondering if your family has ever made a fuss about you being a hacker. Hacker makes it sound too exotic. It's like if I called you a mixologist. I mean, that sounds like something somebody would say to make the bartender sound sophisticated. I mean, yeah. I mean, hacker is a good way to summarize it, but it's not the best. I'm a security consultant. People want to find flaws in the security of their systems, and I do my best to pinpoint where it breaks. Be it Glitch City or anywhere else in the world, they need security. I'm their woman. You told quite a few stories about cracking into databases to retrieve info like some sort of mercenary, though. That doesn't change the fact that hacker is not the best term to use. I mean, yeah, I agree. It's like you could be a mixologist, you can mix a bunch of drinks, but at the end of the day, if you're serving a beer, the mixologist does not really fall into that, does it? Even though you mix beer in this game. Makes the whole thing sound illegal when it's actually an honest job. Didn't you tell me you once secured some incriminating pics from a guy's cell phone? A mostly honest job. What made you become a hacker, by the way? I've always been a sucker for puzzles. Even as a kid, I've always had a Sudoku or a crossword with me. I mean, those feel like a little bit different than hacking. I like Sudokus. Crosswords are okay. I don't like crosswords as much because I don't know the answers to them, usually. And if I do know the answers to them, they're usually ones that aren't like real crosswords. They have like one line. You find out the one answer, they have one line this way, and that's it. I like the ones that are like the newspaper crosswords. Those are more fun. Even though I just said I don't like them, but that's like a joke. They're fine. I don't do them. There was a point in my life where I was doing a bunch of crosswords, and I don't know why I stopped. I guess just because I stopped. I don't get paper anymore, and I haven't bought one of those like $3 grocery store checkout books. Yeah. At some point they started feeling condescending, which is true, because the crossword puzzles in the newspaper have the same questions in them, or I guess the same clues in them. So like if you figured it out once, then you knew what it was every other time you saw it. So when I started college, I took a course on system security. It felt like the kind of puzzle I was looking for. I mean, there are all kinds of things involved in breaching that security. You need to attack the stuff from different angles. And it's something that's always evolving. The whole point of everything is to strengthen security. Every time you think you've got the gist of it. Or is it gist? I say gist. No, I say gist. What do I say? I don't even know now. Now that I've said it both ways, I don't know how to say it. They change everything. So it's kind of like an always evolving puzzle. A puzzle I help make harder at that. I didn't think about it that way. I mean, my work is keep sending out emails that are phishing emails, and if you click on them, then you have to take a class on why not to click phishing links. And they have the report fish email, like, up here in the corner. It's Outlook. And I have spitefully reported some things that have come in that I know for a fact. I guess not necessarily a fact, but I'm like 99% sure that it's just them sending an email that looks weird. Because they send some things that are from like outside sources, and whenever that happens it says outside source. And it's like, click here to take a survey. And I just don't want to do it. So I click the report fish just to piss somebody off. And you know who I'm pissing off? It ain't the people that are sending the email. It ain't the people who are sending out the fake fishes. But I'm pissing off somebody. And I'm probably going to keep doing it just because I'm a spiteful bastard. It is less actiony than what movies make it out to be, though. Yeah, that's true. No real-time frantic typing, nothing like that. Yeah, that's something that always gets me in these like hacker movies. Like, you have like two people typing on a keyboard at the same time, and it's like, why? what good would that do? It's just like you're gonna mess stuff up. Still, seeing my code break through something, it's an amazing feeling. Yeah. Will you have anything else? I'll have a classy drink. Any classy drink. Okay. What did she have before? She had a... No, she didn't have a blue fairy. What did she have before? She had cobalt velvet, which is classy, and she had a something else. A fringe weaver? Yeah, both are classy. Okay, so classy. No, classy. So we did this and this. Ooh, Brantini sounds fun. Eat out of 10 smug assholes would recommend it, but they're too busy being smug assholes. So let's see. Bubbly, classy, burning. Bubbly, classy, strong. Sour, classy, burning. Maybe not. Sweet, classy, happy. Sour, classy, vintage. I mean, I guess I could give her, like, the same... I'm gonna give her a Brantini, though. Probably not, like, correct. Here, have a Brantini. Bravo, you made me very happy. Great. Woohoo, I guess. I mean, I said great. You know, sometimes I feel you know me better than all the guys I've been with. I feel compelled to ask how many guys you've been with. If we're talking about serious, long-lasting relationships, just a handful. Casual dating and one-night stands, on the other hand, why do that? Why go through so many people? Hey, it's not like I take every guy I see to bed. Who do you take me for? You know what I mean. Yeah. That's something I don't have an answer to, actually. Maybe I'm just a romantic that loves having someone to cuddle with. Maybe I just get lonely. Maybe there's a deep-seated psychological reason behind it all. Maybe I'm just horny. That's probably it. The last one. Whatever the case, I just kind of feel like it's a quest I shouldn't give up yet. Well, it's not like I'm too different. Until recently, I too had a streak of one-night stands. Really? What made you stop? Reasons. What is it? Tell me. Maybe later. It's time for my break. Come with me. Why, can't I stay here away from the cold? I don't trust you. You can fit a bottle between those tears. No one even know. Why not just say, please come and let's keep talking at the back of the bar? You got the message. Now come. Guide me then. Taking my break. Call me if anyone comes in. Sure, sure. Sure, sure, sure. Still seems weird that this character is on here. Maybe it like makes sense later, but put it there. Put it there. Is now safe to keep playing. Great. Thanks. I don't know why I read that every time, but I do. Cold, 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 cold. Yes, it is cold. I haven't paid any attention to the music, so let's just like swap these around again. Sure is chilly out there. You got a nice turtleneck sweater on, it looks like. This hair looks a little bit weird, by the way. Like, I know it's just like this, but it looks kind of odd right here. It's kind of refreshing. The hobo out there seems like a nice guy. Billy Vine, yeah, he's a cool guy. Very respectful. Apparently he got into some legal trouble. That's why he's like that. Really. He could also just be a very nice crackhead, though. So, are you going to tell me? What? Why did you stop having one-night stands and all that? Wouldn't you have talked about that outside? I started working here. I don't know. After I started working here, I felt like I didn't need to do that anymore. Maybe I was just lonely? How cute. I also got fed up with everyone complaining about me smoking on the bed. I'm gonna burn the bed with that. Yeah. If you ever need a hug, just let me know. You don't need one-night stands for that. Left me thinking, though. What's your thing, your fetish? You strike me as the kind to have an overpower fetish of sorts. You want to feel totally swayed by someone, have consensual yet forceful sex with your partner? Kind of like a did I hit the bullseye? You have quite the imagination, girl. Also, Dorothy. Here, don't scream. Yeah, this character, the one that I said, why is she on the loading screen, and then she shows up. Were you two hanging out at the back of the bar? What kind of stuff were you doing? Just talking. Is that what they call it these days? What do you want? Something soft, something sweet. No alcohol, please. Wouldn't be the same if you just grabbed a soda from a vending machine. But I like you. Okay. You dislike my presence so much? Sweet and non-alcoholic. Okay. Piano Woman has alcohol in it. Can't do that. Sugar Rush. Oh, we could do this one. Sparkle Star. Sweet Girly Happy. That also sounds good. I would take a sweet drink. Sweet Girly Soft. I mean, that's probably it right there. She said sweet and soft. Yeah, let's do the Blue Fairy without the thing. Without the thing. I don't remember what this like stuff is. But I remember this is what they said the alcohol was. I have a Blue Fairy, just like you asked. See, you don't get this kind of treatment from vending machines. Unless you're Lawrence. He has this weird idea that good service is the same as selling lukewarm cans of cola. Lawrence? A friend of mine. He's a vending machine. Okay. No, but how impolite of me. I'm lovely, my name is Dorothy. Dorothy Hayes. Nice to meet you. Oh, I'm Alma. Pleasure's mine. Dorothy, you say? Yep, why? Nothing. Guess I've heard about you before. Really? What kind of stuff? Tell me. Mostly about your, pluckiness. Here I was thinking that it was because I'm a sex worker. So much for trying to be subtle. I take pride in my job. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. Yeah, I mean, that's good. I agree. That's fine. Like, if you're doing it, then, I mean, I'm sure there's things that you probably don't like doing, but yeah, if you're doing it, you like it, own it. Isn't it dangerous? I know how to take care of myself. Thank you very much. Where do you work, Alma? I'm a hacker. She just said she's not supposed to be that. A full-fledged hacker. Not the kind that sees a computer logged into some account and then says that's hacking, right? No, of course not. Always been curious about how being a hacker works. Do you just start typing really fast while waiting for something to happen? No. Can explain, but I don't know if you'll get it. We won't know until you try, right? Last time I said that, I had to jam the plastic replica of a halogen light bulb up a grown man's ass. It was a success. Nice. Okay then. I don't think I'd want something up my ass, just personally, but I don't know. Never had a light fixture shoved up my butt, so I guess there's a first time for everything, right? No, there's not. There's really not. Don't do that. Let's say I have to retrieve information from a company's database. All right. First, I do some research on the target, operating system, servers, how the information is stored, and all that. There have been a couple occasions where I had to go in blind, but they're the exception rather than the rule. First, I secure things from my side. I start working behind proxies, websites, and through other more vulnerable computers I find on the way. After that, I start testing the networks. Go through the basic protocols, try known exploits as long as they don't trigger any alarm. Once I've tested the ground, the fun starts. I go through all the security protocols, and I look to bypass them. I mean, I feel like hacking, part of it too, is like finding the stupid employee and like sending them an email, having them click on something, and then getting the information from them. Which is that like social hacking? Is it really kind of phishing? I don't know. It's like a targeted phish, I suppose. Sometimes I have to look deeper into the code for the password itself. See, then when I'm finally in, I go and retrieve user privileges. Yes, I mean all of that's basically just to get like a login. After that, I go and try to become a super user and get what I need. How do you do that? Well, there are a couple of ways. I can use a pre-made program to hack in an already existing account. I can use info someone already gave me. But the usual way is using a buffer overflow. Buff. What happens next? Well, she seems excited. I create a backdoor in the system before leaving and covering my tracks. I mean, like you've never hacked anything. Okay, what? Make my buffer overflow, create a backdoor. Escalate your user privileges, find flaws in my security. Sorry, got carried away. No shit, what happened? Have you seen those movies or books where a couple does something like paint a picture or cook? But they make it sound like they're having sex instead? Suggestive scenes, yeah. Well, that whole thing was kind of like that for me. Oh, really? I guess humans don't really get it, because their minds don't upload to networks or anything. But if you recorded yourself giving a really detailed explanation in a really sexy voice, you'd make millions. Horny little are an unexploited market. I see. Looks like my ride's here. Your ride? Yep, my brother-in-law came to look for me. Is it alright to ask that from him? It's okay, I've known him since preschool. Just so happened that he got married to my sister. Hey Dorothy, you need a ride? Can you drop me by 3rd Street? Sure, it's on the way. Take your offer then. Bye-bye. The street seems noisy. Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get? Such a small yet comfortable place. Is this the Riddler? Truly an oasis of spiritual drinks in the midst of the suburban desert. A place where lost and corrupt souls can gather to forget their troubles for a while. A nest where everyone, from the most pathetic scum to the vilest trash junkie, can just sit to kill their insides. Truly a real persona non grata. That's Latin for mysterious place, by the way. I'm so smart and philosophical. So smart and long word that I can't say. Well, you have then. 17. Excuse me. I said 17. 7 plus teen. What does that mean? What does it mean to you? Just to be sure, 17 is about the drink you want, right? Only if you want it to be. Yeah, what does 17 mean? I agree. We could do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Piano Man? Let's try a Piano Man. Probably wrong, but I mean, if this guy's being a weirdo, then I'll be a weirdo too. Here, let's say 17 of 24 as well. On the rocks and next. I almost hit aged. What? What did I do wrong? 5. All 3. There you go. How is this a 17? I don't know. It isn't. You said 17 would only be related to your drink if I thought it was, and I think it isn't. Oh, you subverted my expectations by taking me literally. Sneaky. What brings you here, mister? I'm Virgilio. I'm Armandio. Virgilio Armandio. See, I introduced myself using the Asian order because that's a lot more polite. Right. I came here looking for an otherworldly experience. I was passing by and saw this place called Valhalla. I want to see the souls of resting warriors, the wounded spirits of noble souls. Golden hall full of never-ending banquets, the lively Valkyries looking over them. There's some arcade machines in the corner. Ooh. No, you're taking me too literally. See, I'm being poetic. I'm giving a mystical air to a mundane affair. I wanted to see drunk people. I wanted to see waitresses and food. I wanted to see the bar in all of its decadent glory. Well, you're out of luck. Today's been quite a slow day. I mean, not really. We had Brain in a Jar, we had Sex Worker, we had Friend. We have Weird Guy. I'm very surprised given how things have been going in the streets, though. Humans are a nasty bunch, that much is true. Making a ruckus, coming at each other, that's to be expected from the only mammal to kill its own. I'm no zoologist, but I'm pretty sure it's not the case. Oh yeah? Then give me an example, non-zoologist bartender. Like I said, I don't know exact details, I just know that isn't right. If memory serves right. Once a lion takes over a pride, every cub born from another lion is killed, or something. Takes over a pride? You can't take over a pride. Pride isn't a tangible thing. You need to stop making things up. Not zoologist bartender. Pride, okay. Going back on topic, do you know what the number 17 means? The atomic number of chlorine? No, and Clo is a name, not a number, you know. The group where halogens are in the periodic table? Stop making up words like halogens, periodic, and table. Okay, then I give up. 17 is us. Huh. Every human has 17 pairs of chromosomes. That number is the whole foundation of you and me. It's 23. What is? Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes, not 17. Well, they're both primal numbers. So it's the same idea. Primal. Do you want anything else? I'd like a single plum floating in perfume served in a man's hat. Okay. Here. Ah, you didn't. Wait, you did. Enjoy. I will. I'll drink this perfume. Like I knew that one right away. That one I understood. You don't really have to. Yeah, that'd be silly. You win this round, bartender. Hey, bartender, have you ever thought about death? Yes. How? What if we're already dead? Both of us. What? What tells you I even existed before I entered that door? How can you assure me that this reality is real and we're not, in fact, in heaven or hell all along? What if everything up to this point is just some stupid story written by an unemployed 20-something in his room? I mean, that's literally true, but it is also an interesting concept as well. That's why I like this game, because it has, like, I could punch you to make you feel reality. I don't care about any of that, but it does have, like, some interesting concepts like that. It's like, yeah, what if we are in, like, a simulation? Like, what if you're the main character in the game? Like, did I exist before you started watching this stream? You can watch the stream whenever you want. You can go back to it and you can hear me say this stuff over and over again. So do I exist only when you choose for me to exist? And I don't mean like the actual me, the person that's sitting here talking. I mean the recording or the stream that you're watching now. Is this like a separate consciousness that now exists and you cannot interact with? Or is it just bullshit? Who knows? But yes, perhaps maybe uploading videos is creating a new existence, and when you do not watch it, it does not exist. But when you do watch it, it's creating an entity that exists solely for you to watch. I don't know, something think about, I guess. I don't know, I kind of like that. Kind of want to think about that a little bit more. This reality is real for me, and that's all that matters. Such a closed-minded way of seeing things. You need to get away from the factual facts. Open your mind to things beyond your reach. You'll never reach enlightenment if you don't start. The habanero started. It means the twilight of the gods in German, by the way. Well, you're on your own, bartender. Enjoy your new world order. What? A couple of nearby cars exploded, it seems. Oh, hell. Let me take a look out the window. Be careful. See, lots of flashes in the distance, most likely gunshots. Come here a sec. What? About 5 gib of reports proving that several White Knight squads have been used to cover. Illegal actions were released to the public by an unknown anarchist group. We're receiving reports of several units going rogue and using their weapons to hunt down anyone they find on the street. Several counter-terrorism forces from neighboring cities have been dispatched in order to subdue the crazed units after a plea from the Vice President. We're still waiting for declaration from Zaibatsu Corpse. I keep saying Corpse. CEO on the subject, but until then, things are ugly in and outside of that bank, it seems. I'd recommend you stay here tonight. It's too dangerous to even think about going outside. What if they break in? They won't. Even then, the bar has quite the security system, and I'll be here protecting you as an added bonus. Yeah, I guess I'll stay tonight. I mean, yeah. I'll get you the spare mattress I have. Do you mind sleeping in my office? No, I guess it's fine. Good. Let's hope everything gets solved by the morning. I'll have Zenkanto on hand just in case. The metal bat with nails. There's nothing it can't bash. I mean, hope everything's better by tomorrow. Oh, she's saying names. I guess I made one mistake, which I'm aware of. It was whatever 17 was, I suppose. Not bad though, not bad. I shall save. It is now safe to keep playing. I will do that. Rise and shine. Good morning. It's 11 a.m. though. I'd buy that for $1. I know this from RoboCop, but first time I saw it was from Smash TV. So I always associate it with Smash TV. That's morning for me on the weekends. I mean, it is morning. It's if it's before noon, it's morning, technically. I mean, yeah, 11 a.m. is a little bit late, but I mean, if you're a late night bartender, 11 a.m. is fine. I used to work 12 to 9, like noon to 9 p.m., and I wouldn't wake up till like 11 on weekends. And people didn't like that. Thought I was just lazy, sleeping the day away. No, I was up till like 9 o'clock. Had an hour drive home, and I didn't want to come home and just go to sleep. So, you know, come home, have some dinner, and then it's like midnight before I go to bed. So, yeah. Anyway. Still noisy, but forces have been deployed to take care of most of them at least. Also, Zaibatsu Corps' president is pleading with anyone to stop the rogue White Knights. Neighboring city forces were deployed quickly and have subdued most of the opposition. There have also been reports of White Knights just freezing, like they were petrified somehow. Make it sound like some god suddenly decided to put everything in place. Well, I'm just glad no bullets are flying in and out of the whole building. Sure, there's still some bad apples out, and it's not really safe yet, but it was worse last night. There also seems to be a civilian force lynching any White Knight they spot. So not only are the White Knights a problem, regular folks are on edge too. Wonder if Say is okay. Should we be worried about Gil? That kid knows how to take care of himself. I'm sure that whatever it is that he's doing, he's safe. Dare I say, even safer wherever he is than here. I mean, it's probably true. If he ain't out on the streets, it's probably safe. We're gonna work today? Nah, things are too nasty right now. Let's take the Sunday off. No, alright. Say, do you want me to help you get to your apartment? Actually, yeah, I appreciate that. Okay then, let me lock things up and we'll go. We'll grab something for lunch on the way. Sounds good to me. And here we are. Home sweet home, thanks a lot. Want to hang out for a bit? Yeah, grab a beer, chill out for a bit. Mostly thank you for helping me. Well, I don't have much to do anyway, so yeah, sure. This stuff at the top and bottom is like very distracting to me. I did tell you should invite me to your apartment sometime, didn't I? Oh yeah, you did. What worries me a bit is that beer always leads to something else. To more beer? I was gonna say to one of us going through the Spanish announcer's table. But I think we're safe here. Come on in then. Excuse me. Want one? Sorry, I don't smoke. Don't mind me though. Smoke if you wanna. Thanks. How is the chilly weather treating you? It's cold from time to time, but nothing the kotatsu and the heater can't fix. Oh, right, boss. You're not very good with the cold, are you? You know it. Didn't bring your jacket here either. Yeah, left it at home when going to the bar yesterday. I mean, it's December. You should bring your jacket, even if it's not cold out. You might need it. Wasn't that cold, and didn't expect to spend the night at the bar. Would you like a sweater or something? Oh, don't mind me. I insist. I have this hoodie from some time ago, and it was too big for me. Why buy it then? It was dirt cheap. Yeah, heck yeah. See, that's why I buy crap. It's cheap. Sure, get it. Wait, where did you get this one? I don't know, some flea market ages ago. I think it's just like one I had many years ago. What happened to it? Too much use, it just ripped. I see, you can keep it if you want. I never use it anyway. We'll see. Come to think of it. How old are you, boss? I'm eternally 17. 17 chromosomes? Fair enough. 17 plus how much? 17 plus, I'd have to cut your tongue if you knew. Alright. Let me go change into something more comfortable. Take your time. It's the cat. Say, Jill, there's a blue-eyed mass of black fur glaring in my general direction. Well, that's just 4. He's just wary of new visitors. Cats will be cats, I guess. He'll warm up quickly, though. Just give him time. He's unusual looking. Blue eyes on a black cat. They usually have green. Yeah, weird, huh? First I thought they were like that because he was small, but they never changed. Do you have any pets, boss? Back at home we had a bear. What? Good old Bosco. Kept intruders way better than any dog. Right. This picture here isn't something you see every day. Love me taking such a sappy pic. Oh, that's her in the middle. I was like, which one? I was like looking at this. I'm like, that's not her. That's not her. Where is she? That's her right there. Now, a framed picture on printed paper. It's so vintage. Who are these? That's one on the right is Lenore, my ex-girlfriend. One on the left is Gabrielle, her sister. Is this pic recent? Or actually, that one's from 3 or 4 years ago. Look exactly the same. I mean, maybe. Only 27. What'd you expect? That's why they say kids are the ones that get old. Thought it was recent because you don't usually see people displaying pictures of their exes so openly. Let alone a printed and framed one. Did you two break up on good terms then? Or you even hesitated a bit when calling her your ex? Let's just say that everything ended with both of us saying mean things. Well, that's too bad. And me storming out of her house, breaking a couple things on the way out. We never broke up formally, and I guess I still have feelings for her. I just went away. Haven't said a word since. Really. It's hard to picture you doing such a thing. You look so happy in the pic? I mean, kind of, I guess. I have a pic out like this, and I just couldn't get my mind off something that Alma said to me. About missing having the warmth of someone else pressed against your side. Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs. Putting your head in their chest, listening to their breathing as they pet your head. Dozing off knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. I don't know. I felt nostalgic. Been miserable. I'll just put this away. I've been meaning to apologize, but I feel like it's too late now. Whenever I go out, there's this fear in the back of my head that I'll meet her in the street. I just don't know if I could face her again, let alone talk to her. It'd be a mess. It's never too late to apologize, Jill. Probably. Maybe. Maybe. Set on the table. It's a letter. It looks like an envelope. It's nothing. Nothing. Now please give it to me. Alright. I saw nothing. Don't worry. Anyway, let's grab some beers. Guide me. Man, you have lots of beer. Cans left 12. Is this a drinking minigame? Well, the BTC gives me discounts and a point card I can use every time I buy their alcohol. That beer is actually the cheapest drink I can get. Is there any difference between the drinks at the bar and these? Drinks at the bar are more addictive, flavorful, and also stronger than the ones they sell in stores. Besides, the one at the bar is more of a double IPA. This one's more of a Pilsner. I don't know the difference between Pilsners or IPAs or like wheat ales or any of that. This one's lighter in color and lighter in flavor. Doesn't taste like a lighter. Doesn't taste like a lighter to me. So made with that. What was the name of the base liquid you the base liquid you used to bar? Neutrogenic dichometrical lidogenol. Shine Spark. What is it? What does this mean? Oh, that's a poster. I was like, I thought this is like a thing, like part of like the stuff. It was a supplement or something, right? It was an experimental fluid they created to replace water when the mass kissed polluted water supplies. I'm gonna drink. The effects of pollution turned out to be temporary, so NDL never went into mass production. But the BTC still commissioned it for use in bars. And is this one made with it? Let's see. Yep, here it is near the end. NDL and cornstarch. Cornstarch serves as a stabilizer, if I remember correctly. They need it for packaged drinks. I see, and I just realized something. What? You're a nerd, Jill. Guilty as charged. Yep. Still have that bottle of rum somewhere around. You want some of it? Will you have some too? Not really, no. And then leave it like that. Not letting you drink beer alone. That's how drinking with friends works. Do you consider me a friend then, boss? Why wouldn't I? I'll drink to that. I don't know. What with being my boss and all, I was never too sure. Well, in case you had any doubts, yes, I consider you one of my best friends. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Besides, you and Gil are always so diligent and responsible that I'm boss in name only anyway. That's good to know. On a side note, it surprises me you kept that poster of me in the room. Even more that you hung it in plain sight. When I gave it to you, it was more or less a joke, you know. Does it make you uncomfortable? If it doesn't make you uncomfortable, why would it make me uncomfortable? It's my own face. Some people don't like the looks of their own face. My older sister, for sure, she hated having her picture taken. I feel like my younger sister does too. Whenever I get my picture taken, I usually like make a face. I'm still wondering why you did it though. Aside from filling an empty spot in the wall, I don't really know. I thought it was funny too. I guess it's like if someone gave you, I don't know, dildo-shaped trophy or something, and you had it. There was a conversation starter. Although no one comes here anyway, so it's kind of pointless. I mean, no steamy nights of passion. Not since a year ago, I think. I'd rather not talk about what happened then. Did someone hurt you? Because if they did, I can go dish out the pain. No, nothing of the sort. A different kind of mess. Uncomfortable mess. I'm not being able to have sex for reasons mess. I'm glad to know you have my back, though. Friends are for. We'll drink to that. Wait, you talk about the poster and compare it to having a dildo-shaped trophy. Did you just call me a dildo face? That's what friends are for. Hey, boss, to be honest with me here. About what? Who's Gil exactly? What do you mean? You know what I mean. Who the fuck is he? Oh yeah, that. Well, I have a couple of ideas. I know for certain that Gil was in the Hong Kong riots. Yeah, we've deduced that the last time we did this. And he took part in the anti-riot force before defecting. That should give me a clue as to who he is, but so far I've only found out about one such defector, and he didn't leave Hong Kong for at least 4 years. I also know for certain that Gil was in England and France during that time frame, and it's always like that. When I think I have a clue as to who he is, something else comes up that contradicts the evidence. That guy's troublesome. A bit, yeah. Wonder if Gil's alright. You worried about him? You make it sound like I'm some emotionless robot. You can be hard to read. Wouldn't worry about Gil so much, though. There's 3 things I know for certain about him. First, he can take care of himself. Second, you can sincerely trust him. And the third, he absolutely hates bell pepper. Nice. I've seen him even reject food that's been in contact with it. I mean, my uncle, one of my uncles, he hated turkey. He would not eat any food that has touched turkey. When we had Thanksgiving, we always had to have turkey and ham, And the turkey had to be on a completely different plate. You couldn't have them both on the same plate. He would not eat it, which is weird, but I can understand that. What a baby, unless he's allergic or something. Nah, not allergic. That's not an allergy thing. What a baby, maybe a little bit. How did you meet such a guy? He showed up in the door of the bar. He what? Well, it was shortly after the whole incident with Robert and the levitation potion. What? I feel like we heard about that, but I forget. It was a slow day and he just showed up at the bar. I offered him a drink, but he said he didn't have money on him. Couldn't leave him all alone, so I pretty much gave him drinks for free. And after a couple, he broke down crying. He, huh? I don't know what he did, but he was really, really regretting it. Drink. He wanted a second chance or whatever, and I told him if he could wash himself, I'd find him a job. I'll be damned, he looked totally different the next day. Damn. Tried and failed to find out anything about him. So I decided to take him at face value. I judge him from what he did as an employee. Yeah, that's nice. Aside from the occasional sudden escapade, he's been as loyal gets. I return the favor in kind, covering his ass from time to time, sometimes literally. It surprises me that you took him in so easily. I can take care of myself, and I always keep an eye on him. And besides, after the whole Robert thing, I couldn't ignore someone that desperate so easily. I see. You've made the bar more lively yourself, you know. How so? Well, with the regulars you've earned, of course. Like that blonde titty hacker. Can't remember her name. Alma. I was gonna say Armitage. Fred Armitage. She's a nice girl, you know. I don't think she's young enough to be called a girl. Says the girl who's eternally 17. In any case, she's really lovely. When you hear her speak of her family, she speaks with such love, her face just brightens up. Makes me kind of jealous that she has such a close relationship with them, to be honest. You have bad relations with your family? Not bad, but I'm not exactly close to anyone aside from my mom, my dad, and my aunt. I mean, yeah, again, that's kind of me. I don't talk to my siblings, but you know, I don't. It's not because we don't like each other. We just don't talk to each other. And when we do, it's just kind of like, yep, we're all here. Back to Alma. I'm really hoping she finds a nice guy to settle with. I mean, she's so bent on finding one, can't help but want her to succeed. Let's drink. I see. There's also that sex worker robot girl, Dorothy. She intrigues me, though. I've seen lots of sex workers. I've seen lots of sex workers over the years, and she seems pretty giddy. It's not that she likes her job, but rather that she takes to it with such childish excitement. I've kind of noticed that too, but then again, Lilum can be weird. You think? Lilum operate in some really foreign logic. I mean, they don't really share our fear of mortality. Even if their bodies are destroyed, their minds are already backed up in the collective source. If they lose an arm, they can reattach it or replace it. Depending on the circumstances, they might not even feel pain at all. It's not like they haven't attained human-like emotions like fear or love, but they are different. Like a different culture, if you must. Didn't see it that way. Aside from that, Dorothy is a DFC-72. It's a social interactions model or something. They'll let them get positive reinforcement straight from their bodies if they're fulfilling their main purpose, so I'm guessing she gets a built-in push whenever she's in a meaningful or challenging social interaction. Yeah, that's interesting. The name Lilum is a bit weird, though. Let's have another alcohol. It is. You'd expect them to be called bots or dolls, but Lilum doesn't convey an image of automatons. Sounds weird. Just a tip, bots and dolls are considered slurs by them. I mean, yeah, if I was a robot, I don't think I'd want to be called a doll or a bot. Sounds kind of weird. Bot is calling them retarded, and doll is like calling them fake. Yeah. Thanks for the advice. I mean, that's good to know. Do you know why they're called Lilum? As far as I know, because they all come from a bigger AI called Lilith. And Lilum are Lilith's offspring in the Jewish folklore. Neat. Speaking of names, why don't you like being called by your full name? I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't act stupid. Back when you first transferred, I called you Julianne, and you almost tore me a new one with your glare. See, like that. It's no big secret, but it's one of those things that feels silly when you say it out loud. Try me. Well, did you ever watch Model Warrior Julianne? Not all of it, but my little sister's a big fan of the reruns. Back when I was in elementary school, I was a huge fan of the show. Had everything from the dolls to the costumes to the lunchboxes. Didn't help that it was one of those shows that got strapped literally everywhere. Saw a couple of episodes once. They were really nice. It was beyond nice. The show's about a model who can transform into an armor-clad magic knight. She fights demons born from greed and vanity. How the show presented Jules hating her job because of invited enemies. And yet, still found solace in trying to be a role model. Hell, the main character wasn't a kid. Julianne was an adult that became younger when transformed. I say it was a pretty ambitious kid show, even by today's standards. Just the fact that her enemies were literally issues dealing with beauty standards of body image. Challenging as fuck. Whoa, you got excited there. That is a problem. Back when I was obsessed with Jules. Sang the songs, dressed like her, could even recite full chapters. Something tells me you still can. That's beside the point. It was nice while I was in elementary school, but when I went to middle school, oh yeah, and what a surprise. Tweens were jackasses, yeah. Went out of their way to tease me about the things I did back then. Don't hold it against Jules. I always hold my grudge against those fuck jobs. Sounds rough. You know how most girls worry about their thighs at that age? I worried about jerk-asses singing the theme tune of the show mocking me. Yeah, middle school is the age of act like everybody else. Don't enjoy your own thing. Anyways, every time someone calls me Julianne or Jules, I instinctively react negatively. Pavlov would be proud of me. Drink. Oh, we both drink at the same time. I never talk about it because I find the whole thing too silly in retrospect. And yet, it affects you even today. There's nothing wrong with it, though. It's actually kind of reasonable. I sure hope so. Come to think of it, what kind of kid were you, boss? When I was a toddler, I was the kind to always fight with kids bigger than me. Then puberty happened, and I became the Merriam-Webster definition of shallow jerkwad. Around the time I turned 16, I realized what an idiot I was, and went on to become who I am today. And the less I talk about those years from 12 to 15, the better. Yeah, fair enough. So, Jill, what kind of guy was your grandpa? He was rough around the edges. The kind of guy that means well, even if he says otherwise. He seemed to have a soft spot for me, though. One moment, he was congratulating my dad by berating him a little, and the next, he was playing with me. My dad worked a lot, and my mom was always traveling, so I spent most of my childhood with him. Can I ask how he died? Drink. Out of old age, my dad says his last words were something like, "Fucking scientists created talking mannequins, but they still can't let you upload your brain." Why the question? I'm curious about you, really curious. I just realized that even though we see each other almost every day, I know very little about you. I mean, yeah, that's me and my coworkers. I see their names every day. Don't really know anything about them. From what you tell me, though, it seems your grandpa's personality rubbed off on you a bit. I've heard that one since I was a kid, actually. You know, boss, I'm a bit curious about your circle of friends. What kind of people do you have in it? Keep in mind, you're included in the circle too, so any insults you hurl will apply right back to you. Anyways, I have this friend I've known for a long time, a red-headed, glasses-wearing gun nut called Iris. The one you called for the helmet thing? That one. She's managing a BTC bar in Panama right now, if I remember correctly. She's managing a bar too. Got the idea from her, actually. Ah. It's called Nirvana. And if you thought this city was dangerous, you should see the people she has to deal with there. Piracy ain't nothing to fuck with. And means it's an annex to another business. What else does she do there? I think the bar was originally her hotel's bar. She moved the bar to its own building elsewhere and opened Nirvana B in the hotel instead. Weird decision. I believe she said she wanted a place away from the noisy rich tourists that go to the hotel. Yes. So the bar is her woman cave. Nice. Aside, let's see. Friends. I guess there's also my little sister, but that's a given. There's also my old partner from when I was with the San Francisco Neosan. Reading it like it's Japanese. Neosan Francisco Police Force. Good old Lexi. Should give her a call sometime. Wait, you're in the what? I've done lots of things, Jill. It's been a short time collaborating with the police force. I've been a wrestler, an MMA fighter, chimney cleaner, lumberjack, pet shop attendant, corporate mascot. Corporate what? Still see my face on some websites from time to time. Anyways, aside from you, Gil, my sis, Iris, and Lexi, guess there's a lot of people that don't want to see me in harm's way. Mostly because they're the ones that want to hurt me. What about you? Guess I have acquaintances here and there. Back at home and college, I went out a lot. But it felt more like going out. But it felt more like going out was the pleasure, rather than the people involved. Aside from you and Gil, my closest friend since moving here is Almo. Oh, and Dorothy. I mean, sure, there's always 4, but that cat's a hermit that refuses to go out. And you know, he's a cat. Hey, cat's fine too, you know. Hey, boss, what will you do when the bar closes? I don't know. Maybe I'll take a friend's offer of working with her. Also thinking about going back home and helping with things there. Or maybe going traveling for a while? I see. No, but don't worry. Bureaucracy's slow as fuck, so they won't close the bar for quite a while. Better enjoy being there while you can. Yeah, maybe. Will you be visiting me in whatever bar I end up working in? I have a bone to pick with the guy that supervises the bar I'm planning to get you transferred to. I go there even though I have virtually no reason to. With you there, I'd have something pleasant to look forward to. You're sending me to someone you have problems with? If I have to trust another bar owner, it's certainly him. I mean, yeah, you can hate the person, but like enjoy. You know, they can be a bad person, but a good boss. I mean, I work with a guy like that. He's like a shitbag human, kind of. I mean, not really. He's pleasant enough, but some of the stuff that he's told me that he's done, it's like, wow, why would you tell somebody that? But as a boss, he's all right. Like, not the best boss, not the worst boss. It's been good to me as a boss employee relationship. You know, he talks to me every now and then. I feel like when this guy, I feel like we disliked each other for a while. I don't really know how it happened, but I think what happened was he thought I was lazy, and then once he became boss and he saw what I actually did, he realized I was not lazy. That's probably what it was, I think. So yeah, him becoming the boss kind of made our friendship a little bit better, although I wouldn't say we're friends. Really, he's just more of a good coworker thing currently. But yes, you can be a shitbag and a good boss. The fact that he and I have tendency to go at each other's throats is an unrelated matter. Yes, exactly. I'll trust you on that one then. 2 on that one then. Don't worry, maybe I can get you a bracelet made out of wood pieces from the bar's counter or something. We'll see. I'll tell you what. When the bar closes, let's both take a vacation. Go on a trip. That'll clear your mind a bit. Yeah, maybe. I should have drank the rest of that beer. This is, interesting. Why is it snowing? Chapter 2. How many chapters are there? I didn't realize there was, chapters. Your electricity bill will be sent out on the 24th. Please make sure you have the $8,000 needed. Jill's curious about, Daruma she saw. Getting one will prevent her from becoming too distracted. Oh no. This is what I need to hit. I want to save. Let's buy the thingy. Jill bought what she wanted, and she's pleased with herself. She will surely focus at work. If I need $8,000, I guess I shouldn't buy a bunch of stuff. Let's read the stuff. Let's read the stuff. Apollo Bank is getting attacked 4 to being attacked thread 2. It seems like a lot happened while I was gone. Maybe someone lost their job, do the rogue article. It was from Kim. She's always trying to write serious shit, but I think AE got tired of her. White Knight said there's a lot of people inside the building. At least 3 people already dead. Is someone there shooting people? Looks like it was the security from the building, but I got no details yet. Sounds weird. This road's closed. Explosion registered. Media's still quiet about it. Can confirm there was an explosion, but looks like it was just one of them. So there's more bombs, not just one. That's right. This is a group, a new one, looking to overthrow the government. The names have been mentioned. Looks like it's not a group, but just one person who set up all this. Alice Rabbit might be involved. Hackers helping out hostages to escape, and they're suspecting of Alice. Huh. I mean, that'd be good. Confirm the situation finally reached its end. The attacker was shot dead, but a huge amount of data was still released from servers all around the world. Remember the leaks from Alice? Those were nothing compared to this. Proof of corruption, money laundering, espionage. It's actually pretty unsettling. The file is available from approximately 60,000 sources, terabytes that contain all operations from Glitch City government and White Knight operations. It seems the ultimate goal from the attacker was not to blow up the bank, but lead hostages towards the servers inside of the bank, which had the files under several layers of physical security. Okay. That's interesting. Danger Use admin has been arrested. December 17th will come. Second retribution. Famous hacker Alice Rabbit graced the popular text board Danger U with a new threat, which resulted in the arrest of the site's admin, known as Fair for a second time. This is part of an ongoing investigation. Not this shit again. Okay. GSF January 4th card announced. Oh, Trustling. Okay. The Great DK. Donkey Kong. What does it say? Poor guy. Okay. Nano Camo is now making smart underwear. If underwear you can change with a voice command is something you really wanted in your life, Nano Camo has you covered. Already providing customer versions of their advanced nanomachine fabric, they plan to release a line of underwear that can change its look with a spoken word. No more stains in your white pants. You'd still have stains, wouldn't you? Like, just change its color to black, and you'll barely notice. Yeah, exactly. You'd still have the stains. Yeah, it won't change the smell though. They're not that advanced. Thought about looking up. I mean, I would look up the prices just out of curiosity. Do you have anything new? Nope. Let's go to work. Gavin and Gil. Well, hey guys. How the hell did you get in? I have a copy of the key, remember? Wait. That's how you greet me after so many days? I never doubted you'd be fine. If anything, I'd cut your paycheck for leaving for so many days without notice. See Jekyll? He'll be here on Monday like nothing ever happened. Wait, why does he have a copy of the key and I don't? The need for you having a key has never arose. True. Anyway, glad you're fine, Gil. Thanks, I guess. What? You gonna make me wash the bathrooms again? Not today. Listen, I don't know who the hell you really are, or what's trying to come back to bite you in the ass. But remember, there are people that actually care about you. Don't just leave like you did. Especially after all hell broke loose. At least give us a sign that you're still alive. So you were worried. Is that normal? When it comes to you, I don't know. She's right though. You shouldn't make ladies worry so much. Check if the cats didn't move on the internet antenna. Check if the cats didn't move the internet antenna, would you? Bye-bye. Hey boss, why'd you leave the hoodie at my place? Because it's yours. But I told you you could keep it. Sorry, I couldn't find it in myself to take it. Why? Partly because I didn't feel right taking it. But mostly because I thought you'd totally look cute with it. I see. Don't think I'm rejecting a gift of yours, it's just preserving cuteness is one of my principles. Right. Are you still worried about the whole bar closure thing? Of course I am. Not like I can't work because of it, but you know. All we can do is enjoy whatever time we have left here as best we can. Yeah. So cheer up. Clients smell sadness and fear, and we don't want that. I'll go to my office. Okay, bye. Antenna's fine. Did I miss anything? Not really. Anyway, let's start the day. Let's keep this. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Oh yeah, Gil. Glad to see you're fine. I mean it. Thanks. Thanks! Excuse me, I'm looking for Dana Zane. May I have your name? Tell her it's Brian in just a second. Some Brian guy's looking for you. just yelling. Shalom, you heard her. It's alright. I'll wait for someone to come asking for her, though. It's not so weird when you're BTC's regional manager in these parts. Yeah, I guess that's... I guess I didn't give you the best first impression. Don't worry. I know who I'm dealing with. I'm not a fan of people treating me too nicely because of my position anyways. Handle me like I'm just another client. Alright, I can do that. What can I get you, Mr. Brian? Let's go with the basics. Sugar Rush. I mean, I'm down for Sugar Rush. Probably don't want it to be alcoholic because he's on the job. Sweet girl and happy. Mixed. Okay. I gotta read it like 5 times just to make sure it's not like click one of these buttons. Here. Yeah, this one's nice. Back in training, they made a big deal of sugar rushes. Why? They're like the fried eggs of mixing drinks. They're the most basic thing, but people can still mess them up. Sugar rushes are simple enough that you only need to follow instructions. If you can't even do that, your future as a bartender is not bright. Makes sense. They never told me that. You're Jill, right? Yep, that's me. Dana's talked quite a bit about you. Really? I guess you must have a few questions for me, am I right? Mostly concerning the closure warning Valhalla got. Can you disclose any information? I shouldn't, but you have the right to know. Thanks. Don't mention it. Now, where to start? You saw the news on the information leaked during the Apollo Trust Bank incident, right? About White Knights having lots of members from criminal organizations in their ranks. Turns out the White Knights weren't the only ones with shady people. Some of those same folks have been trying to elude legal problems using BTC certified bars. BTC bars have their own protocols, meaning the White Knights can't dig too deeply. At least, not without going through a ton of paperwork first, giving the criminals time to cover their tracks. Although it takes a bit of time to set up, it was apparently proven an effective method for money laundering. Where does Valhalla come in? Young bars are the ones under the radar right now, and the modest to low income ones are the primary suspects. It's not just Valhalla. Any small bar with a small income is being investigated heavily right now, so the closure notice is due to low sales. Among the reasons a bar can get axed, low sales is the rarest one. If low sales were a problem, lots of bars would close every year. Probably true. I mean, if you're making enough to just hang out, that's fine. Like, if you're not losing money, it's probably fine. You'll find out soon enough, huh? Sorry? Oh, nothing. Don't mind me. Seems your guess was spot on, Gil. It helps. I'm doing my best to appeal in your place. Really? Why? Most of Glitch City's bar are a pain in the ass. They constantly give reports of chemical damage or shady drinks. This is one of the few places from which I almost never receive complaints. The closest thing to a recent complaint was that whole Farmer Fabrics affair from a little while ago. So much saliva. Wouldn't get my hopes up though, especially since the BTC will try to save face by axing as many suspects as possible. Knowing you're making an effort is enough. Thanks. Can I get you anything else? Now that I remember, the recipe book has a drink created here, right? Oh yeah, the suplex. Give me one of those, please. Sure. Suplex, that's the new one. Suplex. A small twist on a pile driver. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Flanger learning. Here, have it. Registry forum said this was an accident while making pile driver. You can ask the creator of the drink just over there. So you're Robert. Yes, that's my name. I'm Robert, one and only. Joe called you Gil, though. in Argentinian slang. Robert here is from Argentina, so we call him Gil. I see. Sorry, Brian. I was sorting some stuff at the office. Please come in. Be right there. Any other questions, Jill? Not really, no. Although, if you were to evaluate my performance right now, how would you rate me? Clean and timely delivery of the correct orders, top-notch bartender. Thanks. Now if you'll excuse me. Like the Alice Rabbit thing on the TV. Surprised you haven't met him before. I received my training in another city. The regional supervisor there was some girl with a red mohawk. Ooh. I see. I wonder what boss will talk to Brian about. Time to put on my glasses, by the way. Black text on, or white text on a black background. I don't think that's necessarily good for your eyes. I think I remember reading something like a long time ago that it's not actually that much better than like black text on a white background, but I feel like it is better. I don't know what the better thing is, and I don't know if what I read was even something I actually read or if it was like bullcrap, but I remember reading it. Like this feels kind of okay. I don't know, like Jill, was it? Oh, hey, it's the person I like. Miss Stella, what a pleasure. Are you okay? Yeah, just call me Stella. Give me a big beer, please. Sure. On it. A big beer. Big beer. There's your big beer. Are you sure you're fine? You gonna say, right? Of course. What's up with her? She was at the Apollo Trust Bank during that whole affair, and oh, so she didn't show up on the list of the massive body count in the aftermath. So hoping that maybe you've seen her. As much as I'd love to say that I had, yeah, I figured as much. Yeah, the air's suddenly a lot heavier. I mean, I could tell her everything will be alright, but that would sound a bit condescending. Just one doing this kind of situation. Yeah, I don't know. Just say you're like, you hope she's okay. Maybe a joke? Nah, that'd be tasteless. Okay, just try and say anything. At the very least, you'll break the tension. Maybe distracting her will be enough. I don't think clearly we know this kind of pressure, do I? There was a private eye here the other day. Eye? Sorry, I'm a bit on edge. Private detective, I take it? Yeah, maybe you'll want his services? What's his name? I believe it was Art Van Vondelay. Yeah. Oh, that art guy. Yeah, I actually hired him yesterday to look for Say. So you still have hope. I'm somewhere between bargaining and depression right now, and I'm afraid to let go of bargaining. Yeah. Is he any good? He doesn't look like it, but he's quite skilled at gathering intel. Okay. I believe he'll give me answers about Say, whatever they might be. Sometimes I wish I had a magic wand so I could solve all my problems with a swing, you know? Sorry if I'm making you uncomfortable. Oh, sorry, no, it's not about feeling uncomfortable. Weird. I usually try to say something to my clients when I see them down. Right now I can't find any words that don't sound hypocritical, useless, or tasteless. Glad to know you have that much common sense at least. All I can do is get you drinks. Can I get you anything else? Something sweet that'll help me calm down a bit. Okay. Happy? Sweet girl ain't happy? Maybe? Sparkle Star. I like the Blue Fairy. Moonblast. They're all sweet girly happy. To the Sparkle Star. Let's just do that. There you go. Here, thanks. It seems you really like Say. I don't have brothers or sisters, and my social interactions are usually strictly business. So Say's more than a friend to me, she's family. Sorry, brought that topic up at a bad time. Don't worry about it. As I was saying, she's more than a friend, she's my emotional support. She's someone I can trust wholeheartedly. I'd say she's like my sister, but siblings usually lack that level of trust. I mean, probably true. There are plenty of things I would not tell my siblings. Like I said, I don't see them often enough. It's not like we don't get along at all, but at the same time, not gonna tell them everything. Yeah. Have to deal with high-class pricks of every race and upbringing on a daily basis. They use a business mask to hide anything they don't want others to know, and I do the same. But with Say, I can be myself. I can do whatever I want, vent all my frustrations. She's always been there for me, and now she might need me. But here I am, sitting in a bar, making other people do that job because I'm a useless pile of flesh. A weird eyeball. Sorry about the outburst. Actually kind of jealous of the level of self-control you're using here. I mean, I'd be a mess in that situation. Still, would you like some fresh air? I'm gonna take my break, and you could use some. All for giving value to fresh. I'm fine, thanks. Okay, then. You know, please service Miss Stella while I take my break. Sure, leave it to me. Okay. See, I like the I character. I've already forgotten her name, Stella. Let's go over here. Great. It's safe to keep playing. Yeah, she's cool. God damn, it's chilly outside. Cup noodles for 60 bucks. Dang. I'll just leave it how it is. I'm bad. What a kid like you know about that, eh? I'm just giving you the facts as they are. What happened while I was gone? Let's see. Detective guy comes in, Cat Boomer girl greets him, they start talking. Everything was okay until the girl mentioned Zaibatsu Corp offhand. After that, guy got riled up and started bad-mouthing it. Oddly enough, he was the only one. She just carried on like it was just a normal conversation. I see. I don't know, just seeing George Costanza makes me laugh. I won't deny Zaibatsu Core is anything but innocent when you get down to it. It has enhanced the quality of life here. Yeah, if I by enhanced you mean getting yanked around by a shiny new chain around our necks. Can't you see those big companies don't care about us? Why do you think Glitch City is mockingly called the guinea pig of the world? We're just one big test group for them to use however they want. Then again, I don't expect a kid to understand how hard it was, let alone a rich kid. True, I don't know. And true, every privilege that clouds my judgment. But can you deny that the meddling of Zaibatsu Core has brought quite a few benefits? Like what? The AI integration program they started is making huge advances in the AI department. Every day, more and more countries are seeing the benefits of recognizing AIs as citizens. Yes, but we also hold the AI reformation program, meaning that we're also the world's little prison. AI went rogue, transfer it to a delivery drone, or ship it to Glitch City. That murderer is now delivering her pizza. Fair point. Although that program has proven to have reformed many AIs. You don't brag about their 88% success rate for nothing. The city also has a stronger economy. Zaibatsu Core's success has made more and more companies bring their products here. And the gap between classes continues to grow. More companies just mean people who bring their... More companies just mean more people who will plant their feet on your face. Some people are into that. But it also means more products are being brought to lower classes. Stores have 20% more brand variety compared to last year. Zaibatsu Core's main medical research branch has also made lots of discoveries. More and more illnesses previously thought incurable are being addressed every day. It's amazing for those who can afford them. Yeah, healthcare is a problem. Meanwhile, down here, we're experiencing medicine shortages almost every month. You have a point there. Oh, but there are also more jobs. All the companies coming down here need personnel. So the unemployment rate has gone down by almost 40% this year. More jobs? Shut up. Am I wrong? Well, that's... Hey, you, don't just sit there. Give me a Zen star. Okay. A Z. 4 of each ingredient, all in the rocks mixed. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. There you go. You think something so balanced would actually taste nice? You'd be dead wrong. Here. God, this is awful. It's your order, though. I seriously hope you don't really believe everything you just said. Of course I do. Well, that's when I say it. You do bring up something I always fail to remember. All the benefits we've gained over time are limited to a few. I can talk about advances all I want, but in the end, they're still a luxury belonging to only a few. And even those that can be accessed by everyone are more like an improvement in the bigger picture. It doesn't take away the fact that there have been some positive changes. Credit where credit's due, don't you think? That's a pretty mature answer. Discussions are a way for two parties to understand each other. The only people afraid of discussion are the ones whose points are too fragile to defend against someone. Yeah, mature or whatever. I'm gonna take the chance to ask you about that job I gave you yesterday. I haven't been able to find much, but I can at least tell you that she wasn't at the bank when it opened up. What does that mean? Either she left before the whole ordeal started, or she managed to escape at some point before the whole thing ended. All the corpses are accounted for. They only found one totally disfigured, but witnesses identified it. It wasn't your friend. That much is for sure. I see. Did you call him here? No, he just so happened to come here today. The weird part is, the girl did enter the bank. It's like she vanished or something. I see. Thanks. Keep it up. Face brightened a little. Hope is the last thing you lose, I guess. If he's telling the truth, Say might have found a way out. She's a resourceful girl. She surely did something. I'll have another drink. Do you want anything? Me? Just give me whatever you order. Okay. 2 bad touches, please. Okay. Yeah, she always laughs at it. The fact that she laughs at it makes me laugh at it. Okay. 2 pierces. 2 powders. 2 flannerguides. I don't know why I can't say flannerguide. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. On the rocks. And then, no, not that, not that. No, reset that. On the rocks. There we go. Remember this one party I went to? Guy came up with the name of this drink, showed up after people found out that one out. They lined up to slap him for whatever reason. He didn't seem offended to me, though. Imagine a guy shows up and tells you, I made a classy bad touch. When you line up to slap him. Are you okay, Jill? I'm... You know, I think about it. Did you find that girl you were looking for a week ago? Mr. Va-11? Turns out she was at the Apollo Trust Bank all this time. No wonder I couldn't get in touch with her. Girl? Someone paid me to look for Crimson Rose, and she happened to be at the... what? Trying to avoid mentioning that a dangerous assassin got stuck in the same bank as the girl you're looking for. Oh, don't worry. Besides, the last thing I'm worried about, let's say, is people. Why is that? Her attitude is usually so laid back and gentle that she has no problem getting people on her side. And on the off chance that she has to defend herself, well... I once saw her take care of a warbot gone haywire by herself. She did need medical help afterwards, but she recovered in no time and managed to take care of the bot. She's really that good. She's not only really physically fit, she's also really good with Krav Maga and... Something wrong? No, nothing. I just realized I forgot about all that. Say's not invincible, but she knows how to take care of herself. Like I said, she's resourceful. She surely found a way out. I just hope she's well wherever the hell she is. She owes me an ice cream. You want another drink, Mr. Va-11? It's on me. Are you sure? Yeah, order away. Okay, then I'll have a Piano Man. You, Miss Stella. Fine, get his order. Piano Man. 2 and 3 and 5 and 5 and 3. Right, 2, 3, 5, 5, 3. Okay. Here. So this is what drinking something classy without worrying about the price feels like. Alright, I should get going. My contract will arrive at the rendezvous point soon. Rendezvous. Let you know if I find out anything else, Miss Hoshi. Please do. Right then. You've been generous today. You made my night with the discoveries on Say's situation. I'm not totally over it, but at least I got distracted for a bit. That's it for me. Good night, Miss Hoshi. I like her smile. Thanks again. Please come again. You don't mind if I stay a bit longer, right? Why would I? It's not like you're asleep. Thanks. This place is soothing. Let's go sit over there near the arcades. Nice. Why don't you play the arcades? Alright. That would be all, Dana. Quite a mess the situation with Robert. Brian, you have a meeting in an hour with MI6 Hall C. What is this? If it isn't Miss Hoshi herself. Brian, fancy meeting you here. Didn't expect to see you here of all places. Are you busy? Mind catching up for a bit? Sure, no problem. You'll be sitting over here. Let me know if you need anything. This holophone is an old model, so hanging up is a bit laggy. You can call me Cass, by the way. I'm Jill. So you guys give a lot of liberties to my boss. I mean, she gets away with too much stuff. She's not hurting anyone, and wouldn't you say it's more interesting that what? It's been quite the day. At least the streets are calm today. I have arrived yet again at the majestic Hall of Heroes. Calm until now. It's question mark man. We meet again. We meet again, bartender. Look winded, Virgilio. It's pronounced Virgilio. No, I'm pretty sure it's Virgilio. He said as much last time he came. Pronunciations are a silly thing society imposes on letters. They want to be free. They want to be pronounced however they want. That's good, because I pronounce things wrong all the time, both intentionally and unintentionally. Look winded, Virgilio. We are all at the toys, winded by the cruel hand of fate. Just stumbling until it decides to not wind us anymore. Wind us anymore. And yet you're the only one in the vicinity hyperventilating. It's I was jogging. Just like that. I can jog however I want. Yeah, you can. What can I get you? Something fake. Of course, something fake. Oh. We can get this beer. Yeah. Traditionally brewed beer has become a luxury. This one's pretty close to the real deal, so it's probably beer. Say the name in the mirror. It's Mustard Brown. All these will make your teeth turn blue. It's like champagne served on a cup that had a bit of cola. Had a bit cola left. What? A couple of these will make your tongue feel velvety. More of them will be sleeping soundly. It's like drinking alcohol. All right. Mostly for fans of the movie is the Grizzly Temple. I don't know, like all that. Punch made of innards. These is enough to leave your face red like the actual planet. Not the moon blast. Not the piano man or the piano woman. Pile driver, sparkle star. Used to actually sparkle, but too many planes. Blah blah blah. Girly as it gets. Nice. Tastes like old chocolate milk with its good smell intact. Some say it tastes like caramel too. All seems neat. Small twist on the pile driver, putting more emphasis on tongue burning and less on the throat burning. And yeah, so I guess we'll do beer because it's not real beer apparently. We'll just pretend like this is it. I don't think it's really gonna matter. This guy's weird. Here you go. Now tell me why this is fake. Because I didn't even try. Your expectations of me giving a damn about the abstract order are fake. I mean, bravo, brilliant. Say Virgilio, where do you work? I take the noble duties of the curator at the Steampunk Museum. Really? What do you do? I study everything that comes and keep it clean for the people that visit the premises. You're a janitor. But lately my duties have been hindered by the museum's owner. Really? Yeah, he told me, stop touching the exhibits, you're gonna break them. The nerve of some people. Eh? He still fails to realize that I'm the curator there. Without me, all those machines would be rustier than they already are. Right. Even the visitors get that I'm the one responsible for those. Why can't the owner realize too? Yeah. Bet he treats you like a janitor or something like that. Exactly. Okay then, time for your next challenge, bartender. Challenge, he says. I want purity. Purity? What would purity be? Gonna read through all these, like... I don't necessarily know what that would be. It's just kind of unbearable to mostly for the fans of the movie is used in. I don't want to read that one every single time out loud. I feel like I want to give him like a sugar rush. Oh, I'm gonna give him one of these. I probably won't like it, but this is one I want to give him. Here, have one of these. How is this pure? It's a drink. It's free from any human sin. It can do no harm consciously. Ah, yes, beautiful. Hey, you, the guy over there. Me? Yes, you. Have we met before? Can't remember, maybe. Yeah, I think... No, we haven't met. Ever, at all. That's an interesting reaction. Jill, I'll be taking my leave now. Careful out there. Thanks. Excuse me, have we met somewhere before? That face, that eye. What about my eye, punk? We haven't met ever at all. Never, ever, 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 ever. Good talking to you, bartender. You just scare off a client? Apparently. Well, I'm off. Thanks for everything. Don't mention it. Are we done for the day? Yep, quite a few clients considering the whole situation. Shit, that Virgilio guy. So you two actually met before? Yeah, you could say that. What? Gil stuff, don't mind it. What were you talking about to Brian? Well, we were mostly catching up, to be honest. Hadn't seen him in a while. Offered him a drink when we met last week. Talked about what to do after the bar closes. Oh, I tried to explain the situation with Robert here. He agreed to help me out with that one when the time comes. Ah. Oh. It's also tuning up the details for the new employee. New employee? Part-timer, you'll meet him tomorrow. Oh. Him, so it's a guy. An adorable guy, if I do say so myself. Nice. Suddenly have deja vu. You alright, Jill? Yeah. It must be nothing. I got the flawless service thing. That's cool. Electricity bill will be sent on the 24th. I mean, I guess that means I have like 4 days to get it, probably. Buying a shoulder massager will prevent her from getting too distracted. I mean, I will buy that. Bam. You bought what she wanted. She's pleased with herself. She will surely focus at work. Need some me time. Use the bathroom. Let's do one more day at the very least. Possibly more, but we'll do one more. Don't know why I'm like doing different slots, but it feels correct. Nano camo underwear. I think we'll get a pair. Just see what kind of skin I can use with them. What? You'll nickel and dime with the DLC. Wait until tomorrow for custom skins, yeah. Oh, she's got a new thing. Dream person. Every now and then I wonder if I'll ever meet my something I've dared junker. Significant other, all the stimuli from being born just 3 years ago and directly being thrown into this wonderful disaster that is the idol industry. It makes me think of all the things I'm missing. Accidental love, lost love, the gentle touch of another person. I feel like I'm in this bubble that won't let me catch all the possible feelings, and my senses get tired of the same environment. I meet new people, places, because even though I have a large bank of knowledge, I actually never experimented with what most consider normal. But you already know that from my songs. Smiley face. Let's read the A. Men prefer Christmas cakes. The term Christmas cake referred to women aged 26 or above who are regarded as undesirable. It's like a Christmas cake. Oh. But men around Glitch City developed a sweet tooth. Who doesn't like a mature woman? I mean, is 26 really old? Is that bad for women? Yeah, I don't think that's true. Maybe if you are like 19, sure, I could probably understand that. So tired of spoiled, immature girls doing stupid shit. Jill, 27, is confused. Christmas what? Is that the opposite of beefcake? But you know, pencil skirts are the best. Okay. New waifu machine. Tell me more. No. Sugaben Soft just unveiled a new line of personal computers for the anime enthusiast market. I mean, plenty of weebs out there. Launch games have been announced that, well, include popular franchises like Monster Girl RPG, Monster Girlfriend, and Monster Companion. Going for the weeb audience, yes. Said Sugaben's janitor. What's dignity anymore? And people will play it. I mean, Steam recommends me, like, the occasional adult quote-unquote game every once in a while. I'm an enthusiast freaking out right now over a firmware update that for their assault rifles. Don't need a penis that badly. I mean, I wouldn't mind having a gun that looks cool. I mean, if I'm gonna buy a gun, I'm gonna buy like a cool gun, like maybe a Colt Python or something like that. Yeah, I wouldn't want just like to collect them, but I would want one or two. They're like expensive. Like I don't know. I feel like buying like a weeb anime figure is better than a gun. I feel like it, but maybe not. Like maybe once the world ends, maybe I'd rather have that gun. Anyway, let's go to work. Tuesday. Good evening. Hello, Jill. In that cage. Brought my cat. Your cat? Did I hear Yasunori Kato's in the bar? Bring me that bastard. I'll give Fist of Justice. I'll make him eat the Kanto earthquake. I'll borrow his cap. Wait, there are no evil on Myoji here. What the fuck? Didn't you say you brought Kato to the bar? My cat. Cat. That's even better. That's so cute. Why did you bring him? I heard some apartments in my building were being raided. Don't have anything suspicious, but you never know. So I'd rather have him here at least today. Oh well, I'll say something about the health regulations, but we already had a pack of corgis here, so let me take care of him all in my office, please? Sure, but he's a bit shy, so therefore let's go to my office. And I think she didn't hear me. So Gil, how do you always come so early? I live close by. Really? I mean, I lived like 2 minutes away from a job once, and I was always late. Yep, Chief got me a small apartment nearby. Something about the BTC housing program. Housing program. Housing. Oh yeah, I got mine through that too. Anyways, let's start. Do we have like some songs that we haven't gotten yet? Out of orbit. Let's try that. Okay. Maybe not. Oh, it tells me right-clicking on their title. Let's put that in there. Like it has the. Let's see what these are. Let's see what these are. Showtime, an alternate reality. Okay. Let's see what these are. See if any of these like jump out at me. So far, I've like not noticed the music today. I know there's like a couple songs before I said I wasn't crazy about because they were like too. Sounds alright. Too, I don't know, exciting. There's like something March. Something with March in the name. I don't see it now. I'm sure I like scrolled by it. It's none of these. March of the White Knights. Yeah, that one was yeah, not quite fitting. Anyway. It's a weird dude on TV. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Yo, what's up? Lady, did you hear me? A dog. Another dog. Hey, I'm not just another dog. I came here as a part-timer. So you're the part-timer. Yeah. Boss, I'm taking my break. It's too early. Shit. Part-timer's here. Huh, he came early. Why a dog? Why? Because look at him. He has a Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses. And he's a Shiba, not a Corgi. Don't know what you're complaining about. They all look the same to me. Granted, Shibas could be seen as the Japanese counterpart to Corgis. With funny looking and dogs used by the royalty. Anyways, starting today, this dog will help around here. My name is... It doesn't matter what your name is. Boss, please don't shout. Sorry. Just calling him Rad Shiba. Why Rad Shiba? Part of Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses, don't you get? He's the raddest thing here. Thanks. Anyway, he'll mostly help getting orders, bringing clients in, and cleaning. But he ought to know how things work. Cleaning? That'd be a change of pace. He'll act like a client and see how you work. Right. What can I get you? I'll have a grizzly temple. Are you okay? Yeah, just a couple post-traumatic flashbacks. Okay, grizzly temple. 3 Adelhyde. Three. 1. All blended. So that means we wait for it to like super shake. It's been a while since we've had a super shake. Here's your grizzly temple. Here. Wow, this is awful. People actually pay for this shit? Hard to believe, I know. So, what brings a dog like you to taking a part-time job here? I'm here to help the funding of my organization. Are you with the Safar Toy Company? What? No, don't let me know those herding supremacists. I have a more noble and benign organization. Belong to Sierra, whatever that is. Canine Independent Rescue Association. You give a place where dogs can be dogs and save them from themselves. Ah, here's what I love, but damn it is expensive sometimes. We decided to take part-time jobs to help fund anything it needs. We want to help Sierra to be the best it can be. What do you do at Sierra? Maybe it's Kira. I'm gonna say Sierra though. Pay treatment for hurt dogs, give food to hungry ones, play with the bored ones. We're there for everyone. Huh, that actually sounds nice. Say, do you have a menu? Something like that? Yeah, here. Oh, something like that? Yeah, here. Okay. Any recommendations? Avoid the part with promo drinks. Oh, the Grizzly Temple is one of those. Fluffy Dream? I like the sound of this one. Coming right up. Floofy Dream. I bought some Adelhyde. We'll hold off on the alcohol for now. All aged and mixed. I gotta like eyeball it every single time in case I mess it up. Fluffy Dream. Well, this one's nice. So why did you pick a bar? Seemed fun. Didn't need that many weird skills to be part of this, so it was my best bet. Besides, it's close to home, so I can get here by walking. And I do love me some walks, because you're a dog. Weird skills? Yeah, stuff like food handler certificate, previous work experience, or thumbs. Yeah. Why did you pick a bar? On a whim too, I guess. Wanted a place where I could see people come and go all the time. And bartending sounded a bit more glamorous than just being a store clerk. Oh yeah, about the way you mix stuff. Yeah? Is it? Hey. It's Cat. A cat! Hey, weren't you in the boss's office? Hello, cat. Wanna play? Let's play. Didn't dogs hate cats? I mean, not all dogs hate cats. Some of them like cats. We don't hate them unless they're intruders. So his name is 4. Hello, 4. Let's play. No playing allowed. You'll make a mess, 4. It's one obedient cat. My pride. You want something else? Yeah, but I'll talk with John Face here for a bit. Alright. I shouldn't get brought up so easily by dogs, but just tired, I guess. Hello, Jill. That voice, does that say? Oh, she's alive. It's good. What happened to you? Nice seeing you too. Well, I fell from a really tall place into a really rough spot. You okay? Do you need an ambulance or something? I just got out of one, so don't worry. How did you manage to slip by the mobs lynching white knights? It was a bit rough. Luckily, these bandages helped me conceal my identity. Nice. Well, I'll come straight here. Ambulance where I got treatment couldn't stray too far away from the hospital. They're nice people. Talk to them a lot while on rescue duties. I was nearby, and yours was the closest friendly face I could find. I needed to regain my composure before doing anything else, so here I am. If you're scared they might come for me, I can leave, you know. Security systems of the bar are top notch, and my boss is also the bouncer of sorts here. So you're actually safer here. So I'm not worried about me. Instead, I'm worried about you. First I hear you're at the bank, then I found out you disappeared. I show up with all those bandages. Are you fine? What happened at that bank exactly? Did you talk with Stella? She was worried sick about you. Slow down a bit. Medications make me feel everything more intensely, almost like a hangover. Sorry. It's nice to know someone like a bartender was worried about me, though. Thanks. Everyone I know has been ignoring me, so I was feeling lonely. Why would they? Well, you've seen the lynches they give to any white knight they find. By ignoring me, they're actually saving me from getting kicked to death. My good deeds finally paid off, I guess. Can I get you anything? Something sweet without alcohol? Thank God these pants still have my wallet in them. Yeah, I couldn't take it. Yeah, don't take your money for that. It's on the... Please, I want to pay for my drinks. I think it won't be able to change your mind. Nope. I mean, yes. Won't be able to change my mind. Okay. I mean, I would say the same thing. It's like, no. There's a sugar rush. Sunshine cloud. Not this. Well. I do like the blue fairy a lot. Maybe... Well, no, that won't work. Piano Woman's out. Brantini's out. Oh, the Moonblast is out too, actually. So the blue fairy's okay. The Sparkle Star is okay. And the Sugar Rush is okay. Let's do the Sparkle Star. It looks pretty alright. Here. Careful. Okay, it's helped me calm down a bit. So, what happened to you? Where did you fall from? I was escaping the place near the end of the whole thing, and I had to make a leap of faith. I jumped from higher places, but landed badly here. Most of my injuries are actually from some debris that fell on me. Oh, but my broken arm was actually from the fall. How? I rolled to mitigate the fall, but made a bad move and broke it. And good thing I drink lots of milk. I was under rubble for quite a bit, but luckily someone found me. I'm glad she's alive too. Someone? Woke up in the hospital, but they told me some guy brought me there. I don't know who he was. I don't like this song. I did not like that song. I had to switch off of that. Don't know who he was, but I owe him my life. What? Nothing. You just sound cheerful. I'm alive. Why wouldn't I be? After all that happened at the bank, here I am talking to you, being able to talk at all. I mean, yeah. Don't think too much about it. I'm fine. I'm totally ow. How are things around here? Heard there was a huge commotion when the whole thing happened. Had to sleep here in the bar on Saturday, but I guess it could have been worse. I'm glad to know that. Did you contact Stella? She was on the verge of despair yesterday. Hey Jill, I want another drink. A Bleeding Jane. I mean, probably not the best idea to give her one, but that's what she's asking for. I'm gonna give it to her. Blended. Something's up, apparently. Here's a Bleed Jane. Here. Cheers, and... So, how are things inside the bank? Come again? What happened inside the bank? How did you manage to get through it? I was with this nice bunch of people. Well, they're apparently nice at the very least. Tried our best to find a way out of the whole thing. Cracking through the security, finding safe spots. But then, sorry for asking all that. It was obviously over the line. No, don't worry about it. It's just analgesics still numbing me. Analgesics. Anal! I'll take my leave now. Thank you for everything, Jill. Are you alright? I'm fine, I'm fine. I mean, the girl saw some awful things inside that bank. The sight of desperate people stuck in one building is enough to scar anyone. Maybe I shouldn't have said all that. I mean, if it's true that she just woke up and ended up here, I don't know. I feel like I was being too pushy. That's not something I can measure. I'm just worried. But she's just still in shock. Maybe. Gil? Want to make sure she's fine on her way? Please. Alright. I'm gonna take my break now. Yeah, hopefully she's alright. Let's just go ahead and keep saving in new spots. Too much heavy stuff lately. True. Okay, we decided we don't like this. Didn't mind the other songs. Hope everything goes alright. Jamie. Oh, it's Jamie. Right, that guy. I like him. Jamie. Jill. Gillian isn't here, I see. Are you alright? You look distracted. I'm fine. Don't worry. If you say so. You know, we're gonna take 4 if he needs to use the bathroom. Cage has a small litter box included. Oh, that's convenient. 4. 4's my cat. Some apartments in my building are being inspected today. So I brought him to work in case they enter my place while I'm gone. I see. What can I get you? Usual gut punch. Coming right up. Coming right up! Don't want to give him this? I'll skip it. Wait, mixed. No, I almost blended it, because I see mixed, and for some reason I think blended. There you go. I thought when someone ordered a gun punch you had to make a joke. Not giving Clyde a punch to the stomach or something. Oh, that? In theory, yeah. Gil's the only one that pays attention to that, though. Really? He didn't receive proper training. He read an old manual my boss had. There was some sort of stipulation mentioning the need to say puns, but it seems like it was some sort of anti-counterfeit measure. I mean, if they copy such a silly stipulation, they'd be caught in the act. Like when the dictionaries added fake words in spot of someone else just copied all of it. Yep. I'll not tell him that. It's too amusing, to be honest. So, what's on your mind that's distracting you so much? Nothing you should think about too much. It's like those times when you just feel uneasy for no good reason. You might have actual reasons to feel that way, though. Come to think of it, mercenary is quite the uncommon occupation, wouldn't you say? I'd like to see what I do as bounty hunting, actually. Isn't that I don't know, isn't that kind of a little bit the same thing? Maybe? The only jobs I don't take are those where I have to deal with people who just happen to be in the wrong place. I mean, okay, that's fair. There are some people willing to pay off. There are some people willing to pay off. There are some people willing to pay to off someone that has done no wrong. Things like killing someone that owns a house in the way of some building or an is a reporter. Yeah, okay. That's fair. I'm not better for turning a blind eye to such requests, but I'm not going to be the one dealing with those. Bounty hunting part comes where? If I'm sent to kill someone that has done something like stealing or killing and I get paid for it, you can see it as bounty hunting. I guess. It's just cheap justifications for killing people, though. In the end, they're cheap. However, I won't be the one to kill for petty reasons like those. I mean, that's good. Let's change the subject here. I'll have something bitter if you don't mind. It's a tad broad category. Maybe something that manly would be better. I mean, yeah, I was gonna look at bitter and then like, let's see what we got. Sunshine Cloud. Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. Gut punch. I mean, he's already had the gut punch. We're not gonna do that again. Pile driver, maybe. Can see that. The suplex might also be fun. 4 Brosnan 3-3. 4-3-3. So what's the other one? 3-3-4. And then 4-3-3. And we're not gonna give him the grizzly. Let's give him the suplex. I have a suplex. Ah, yes. He just reminded me of my grandpa. He used to eat Bronson roots every afternoon. He said they made him stronger. Bronson roots have more nutrients per gram than most vitamin supplements. Your grandpa knew what he was doing. Seems I always managed to make you uncomfortable, Jill. Sorry. No, don't worry. Although, I guess it's mostly just because I can't wrap my mind around the whole taking a human life thing. Knowing you killed people and are now talking to me here, it's weird. It reminds me of when I first took sex ed classes. Couldn't wrap my mind around people doing that stuff and living normally. Unlike with sex ed, it's better that you stay that way, mind you. Taking lives is not something you should get used to. Yeah, that's true. I like that. Ah, yes, I know a good way to change the subject a bit. Would you like to hear about the most dangerous bounty hunter in the city? The way you said that was like offering a tale to a bored kid, but yeah, I'd like to hear that one. You see, there was actually a bounty hunter organization in the city not too long ago. Law enforcement would put a price on a dangerous person's head and pay for proof of that person's death. There was a guy everyone called Jet Black James. He got the name because he always wore black clothes, and his name was James. His name is Jamie. Interestingly enough. Interesting thing was that the black clothes were there to hide bloodstains he got from contracts. His tracking skills were top-notch. His information network was the best. Some even joked he'd finish the bounty within half an hour, or he couldn't take the reward. He was too good, in fact. At one point, he took all the bounties and didn't take a single reward. He was that crazy by then. The last bounty that the organization ever posted was on James's head. The police had him cornered. His last words were, "Send it all to my account," before shooting himself. Man, why hasn't that been made into a movie? So there were no more bounties after that. The registered bounty hunter was charged with many counts of manslaughter using his old targets as proof. If somebody else tried to recreate that organization, the seed of doubt would grow little to no time. What guarantee is there that such an organization wouldn't actually be a trap? They could use registered bounty hunters to take care of the most bothersome criminals. And just dispose of the bounty hunters by pressing charges using their targets as evidence. So no, Jet Black James made sure that no law enforcement organization is able to set up bounty hunting of any kind. Ever since then, anyone crazy enough to be a bounty hunter works independently. Were you part of that organization? I've actually had those suspicions I'm telling you about since the day I heard such a thing exists. Glad to know it wasn't just paranoid. Don't know how well you changed the subject, but that was certainly an interesting story. Just to make sure. You know how to rebuild Jet Black James or something, right? The name James is pretty common, Jill. I mean, yeah, that's... yeah. If I remember it really correctly, his name was actually Theodore. Oh. The story left my throat a bit dry. Give me a beer. Alrighty. Well, that music just changed, and I hated it. It just went from like, yeah, I'm into this, to just like... Anyway, here's a beer. One of mankind's oldest friends. One obvious thing I see is that you don't take the use of the word kill in your stride the way Gillian does. I'm not good with violence. That's good. It's interesting, though. When I compare you two, it's obvious Gillian has seen quite the share of traumatic stuff. That guy's a handful of that because... That guy's a handful because of that sometimes. Still, he's one of the most reliable people I've ever met. Where is he, by the way? I asked him to keep an eye on a girl that came here earlier. I feel that if something happened, he could resolve the situation. Yeah. His nose must be itching after we talked so much about him. I thought it was your ears burning. Oh, no, because you're sneezing, right. If somebody talks about you, you sneeze. That's how it works. Yeah, maybe. Well, gotta go. Send my regards to your boss and John. Will do. So he's been quite heavy, everyone. Wait, if I say it out loud, I feel like I'll just tempt fate. Let's try it anyway. Everyone has just been gloomy face after gloomy face in that dog. Sure hope the next client changes that. So you still work here, Ingram. Well, this is like the weird dude. Surprised to see, quite the surprise to see you here again, Mr. Ingram. Got out of my job, needed drinks badly, and remembered this crack house was nearby. What can I get you then? I'll have a Bleeding Jane on it. Another bee drink. Blended A. We can do that. Bleed Jane. There you go. Tastes just like the pasta sauce my mom used to make. Watered down, artificial, and nasty. So where do you work, Mr. Ingram? I don't have a specific job, but there's this, well, network of engineers that need assistance. I have no idea what they do there, but I can follow instructions, and that's all they need. Recently, I've been working with this Cilia girl, working on some experimental powered suits. My only duty is to give them maintenance once a day. What's that about a network? All those nerds know each other, and they recommend me. I don't ask questions, and quickly learn to do whatever they need. Sounds nice. That's nice. I say that every time. It's pretty monotonous at times, though. Yeah, why are you giving me that look? You're just more cheerful than the last time you came. We all have good days and bad days. Today just happens to be a not bad day. Besides, with everyone scared shitless in their houses, the streets are clear with no traffic jams. It's always a plus, I guess. It's almost become a bad day, though, thanks to some teens on the way here. What'd they do? It's not what they did, it's what they said. They were talking about how they should just go to Zaibatsu Core's HQ and blow it up. I've seen one too many kids throwing around that let's kill the king attitude when it comes to Zaibatsu crap. Even if Zaibatsu Core's building suddenly went down, the ones behind it would still be alive. Killing the head honcho just means his or her duties will go to the next rim jobber on the totem. True. I'll bet they're plotting to kill each other anyways. Kids these days see too many action films where the rebels just save the day by killing the evil corporation. Don't let it get to you. I don't. I just hate teenagers, yeah. Teenagers are dumb. If you're a teenager, you're dumb. I mean, I was a dumb teenager, too, so. That's how it goes. It's interesting, though. A big corporation is in control is somehow more dangerous than a regular government. Wouldn't know. I'm not a political person. No shit. Alright, give me a Zen Star, and try not to mess it up. Coming on right up. The Zen Star. Oh, the 4 of each. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know why I'm counting those, but rocks and mixed. Here, have your shitty drink. Yes, it's just as nasty as I've heard. Why order it then? Not your problem. I mean, you got to try some nasty stuff sometimes. There's like a place nearby that serves like burgers and stuff. It's like, yeah, a burger place. It's not even a place. It's like a trailer. And I heard their burgers were not good, so I went and tried it myself. And I mean, I would eat them, but yeah, they're not great burgers. I don't know how you mess up a burger, but they somehow didn't make them great. The fries were good though, but again, how do you mess up fries? You just cook them, and that's it. So where's the red comet? My boss, Jill, force headed your way. Let's play 4. Let's play. Oh, customer. Sorry for the intrusion. I have a dog here and a cat. Cat's mine. Thanks for. The dog just hangs around here. He looks well groomed and his fur looks healthy. Seems to take good care of him. You seem to know a lot about cats. No, that's just common sense. You like cats, Mr. Ingram? I don't dislike them. But I do dislike having animals near me when I'm eating or drinking. So, I'll take my leave. Please come again. Don't count on it. I mean, you said that last time. Yeah. Congratulations, you scared a client off. Or as guilty as me. Yeah, but I like 4. Go play or something. Right. Now you're back. What happened with Say? Cat Boomer picked her up. Couldn't see anything, but I guess she was happy. Glad to hear that. Did I miss something? Only Jamie and some other guy came. I see. You look exhausted. Yesterday was filled with people carrying heavy emotional baggage. I don't mind it, but dealing with them tired me out a little bit. I actually found myself wanting Dorothy to burst out of that door at any moment. So you miss Dorothy? Kind of, yeah, I can see that. Somebody with like a positive attitude. Bubbly sunshine. Yeah, I can see that. Anyway, nothing a good night of sleep can't fix. Let's just wrap things up around here and call it a day. Nice, we're up to 6,000. Playing with your cat was really fun. Like, he gives you an additional, well, I say he. She gives you an additional 3,000. Okay, so we've still got 3 days. So I'm going to save. And we'll call it there. Save. Let's go over here. Put it there too. We'll save it twice. How much is the beer? Just out of curiosity. Beer on discount. $1,000. Jeez. I feel like that's not going to work out. I feel like not going to quite make this, but I suppose we'll see. I'm gonna keep buying the things. I'm gonna keep doing it the way that it's doing it. Yeah. I'm still enjoying this game, so I'm hoping I don't mess it up somehow. I don't feel like I've been really doing a whole lot to mess it up, so I don't think. I don't know what I think. If I mess something up like too badly, then whatever. Yeah. Enjoying this game. We will continue it on Sunday. Big truck driving by. I'm not saying that. Probably doesn't come up on the microphone, but yeah. I just wanna like. Okay. I was looking up to see how long the game takes to go, to see how many more streams there's probably going to be. I mean, we're only on chapter 2, so perhaps I feel like we're not that deep into it, but just what I just saw, according to Google, says we're probably like halfway done. I don't know how true that is, but possibly. I'm kind of hoping not though. Like I'm enjoying the game. I don't know how I'd like want it to end. Like it sounds like if the bar closes, that's kind of sad. If everybody dies, like happens in some of these some of these games. That's also very sad. I feel like visual novel games kind of usually sort of the ones that seem popular are kind of sad, like Doki Doki Literature Club. That was kind of a sad game. I mean, I enjoyed it. I enjoy. I like it when games and stuff do put the sad things in. I don't enjoy sad things, but I don't want the game or the movie or whatever to just be like, hey, everything's fine at the end. It just kind of worked out. It's like, no, there needs to be like consequences. Like, it's okay for bad things to happen in your game. Like, you can have a happy ending, but like if something terrible is about to happen to somebody, like, don't just like have a cop out and have it be okay, because I feel like that's bad. That's bad writing. If somebody is like about to die, don't always have them get saved for no reason. Don't have Superman die and then come back to life, because that's stupid as heck. Like, have Superman die and then stay dead forever because he's dead. You know, that kind of thing. Don't. Yeah, I don't know. Because somebody asked me once, because I told them I was talking to them about Blue Archive, because that's the thing that I talk about a lot. Blue Archive. And I told them about how I like the story, but in a lot of cases, it sort of leads stuff down a kind of bad path, and then instead of like having any consequences for the bad things happening, it's just, yeah, it just kind of makes things okay for the most part. And you know, it's like stories like that can be good. There's plenty of movies that have, you know, people just like live at the end when they absolutely shouldn't, and it's fine. But at the same time, I would prefer there to be some things where it's not the case. I mean, I'm trying to think of like something specific, like a specific example of a movie or something where it's like somebody's about to die and then they just like sort of don't. But I'm kind of drawing a blank trying to think of it. I mean, I would say like a good example of something like what I'm talking about might be like Alien. You know, even like some slasher movies, but let's say Alien specifically. People in that movie die. There's consequences. All these people, you know, there's a monster on the ship. Some bad stuff happens. Sure, the Ripley gets away at the end. That's fine. But there's bad things happening. It's not just like everybody's okay. So yeah, you should have bad things happen, and you should have consequences. So, and again, like with Alien, the consequence of the bad thing happening is people die, but you can still have a happy ending for the most part. Because I mean, like at the end of Alien, do you really give that much of a crap about like, what was it, like 5 or 6, several people that die? Nah, it's fun. It's a movie. But yeah. So we'll continue our whatever this game is. I was gonna say playthrough of this game. I guess it's a playthrough. It's a novel. Our read through of this game. And on Sunday, yeah, because it's Friday. I left work like half a day today. Only worked half of a day today. And for some reason I'm thinking it's Saturday because I feel like I didn't do anything. But no, it's Friday. So, yeah. I feel like there's something I was supposed to be doing at the start of December too, but I can't remember what it was. Oh well, it'll come to me like later. It's not relevant to a stream. Alright, I'm out here. Have a good weekend. See you Sunday, hopefully. Hopefully you're enjoying this game. Hopefully, I mean, the way it's, I've talked enough. I talk about this more, but we're done. I gotta go. Bye bye.